Hello, and welcome to Stories to D4. I'm your Dungeon Master this evening. My name is Matthew, and I'm really glad you decided to join us at the table for this adventure. In just a moment, I'll be bringing back our players so we can talk a little bit about last week's session, get a little bit of announcements in here before we start our big encounter this evening, and, catch up. We're all friends here, and we're really excited to have you with us. Let's go ahead and say hello to my darling players. Hello, darling players. I've missed all of you very much.
We're all friends except for Jake.
What did I
We're
do
all
this time?
friends.
Whoa!
What did I do this
Amanda
time?
came out swinging.
Yeah, I
he's
think
just-
that's 1d4 damage. It's like,
Wow.
Yeah, there's just mockery
No,
over
I
here.
have been really sassy tonight.
Being
I will
very
give you
bratty.
that. I came out the door swinging myself.
Did you have
There was
no?
margaritas
You
at
had
worst.
water, and it's not like water since you got
I
here.
literally had half a margarita. If anything.
Oh,
it's
no.
we fed and
That's
watered
what it
him,
is.
and
You're
he
just
still likes
fussy.
it.
It's tequila. It always doesn't.
Now, before we get to our
Screw you.
announcements, I have to ask: did anyone take Jake on a walk before we got started?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god!
He's full of energy.
This is her responsibility.
And all of you can take that as a present or a treat for this evening. We have Jake. We have Jake Max. He's the Jake that's got an extra bit of guarana inside.
In college, I actually referred to him as Jacob. Unironically, Jacob.
The leather jacket. Jake is Jacob.
No, it was the one who got lost at the bar and he wound up somewhere in the morning. Like, we
With
just found him.
that.
With that.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about just a couple of announcements. I promise, guys, I'll be brief. We have a couple things here. First, hey, we appreciate all your support. If you like what we do and you'd like to support us, we've got two ways you can do that. You can become a subscriber here on Twitch, which is something that you can do for a couple bucks a month, or if you have Amazon Prime, it's absolutely free. You just have to resub every month by clicking that button below. Or if you want something that's not just affiliated with this, but maybe the other projects we're working on in the future, you can go over to our Patreon, which is also linked below, and we'd be happy to have your patronage. We love what we're doing, and we're really excited to kind of expand into more tabletop role-playing goodness. Also, if you haven't, follow us on Twitter. We post stuff up there all the time. There's lots of, we've been putting more pictures up there, and we're also interacting with some wonderful creators in the community who we hope we can introduce you to. The Adon emote is on the way. I'm so excited. It's going to be matching our dear Laurentius. We're going to have the both cheering with the other hand, so the two of you can be tinking glasses or just generally getting drunk and singing together. We're going to be seeing a lot of those spammed in chat, I think.
I hope so.
Because it's between both Silas and Laurentius for whose emote is used more.
I feel like it's Silas for sure.
Well, we can see it. They
I
keep
use
fighting.
Thorn
They're
every
fighting,
chance I can.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Especially look to month. It depends. You got one. It's whoever steps their game up more gets more of these emotes.
Can I have a data sheet showing these numbers? I would love to see this.
I will
spread.
get you one.
Yes, we have that.
We do
Victoria is
have
our spreadsheet queen.
Oh boy. That's not what I wanted.
Now, one last announcement before I pass things over to Connor, and then I have a little bit more here. We have a recent update to our channel. If you've been seeing if you've been tracking your channel points below, you'll notice now there's a little icon there for Laurentius Thorn. Channel points are now officially dubbed Thoints, and we refuse to go back on it.
I regret nothing.
Yeah, Jake, it is your fault.
Look, I thought it was a good
appreciate you.
point to point out. Point to point
Oh,
out.
you have a Thoint.
Oh,
Now,
no.
before I finish my announcements today, Connor, let's go over to the Connor Crit Corner, the KCC. How did things look like last week? Freezing.
It's cold outside right now.
It's kind of cold.
Okay, so last session, what do we want to start with?
Oh,
Natural
fails.
one?
Fails.
Fails.
Everyone
Fails.
cares
Okay.
Failure.
about the critical
Well-
failures.
So, Silas and Gwynwyn are tied. They both each had 2 natural ones.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait a second. That means I'm not at the bottom.
No, you are.
No, you are.
You just roll more, so it's a little nice.
Yeah, five natural ones for DM over here. But you're also on the natural 20s list. You had 2 last session. Elle had 3, and of course, Ismini had 4 natural 20s
Oh, yeah,
last
what?
session.
Incredible.
Fire. Or-
Oh good.
Now, does that mean Ismini is the victor of last week's?
Isn't that 2 weeks in a row, actually?
I
Yeah.
think,
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row.
I would like to award you
I'm
with
being
a bicycle.
rewarded for winning.
Oh god, no,
Yes,
this is gonna
the rich get richer,
bad luck. This
and one day you will all eat whoever has the most bicycles.
Oh, also to add,
I've got 0.
To add insult to injury,
no, just to add to that, our highest roll actually was 34 by Silas right
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh,
oh yeah,
Roll
man.
in the 30.
Look, feet.
Total
are
of
nice.
34.
34.
Crazy.
That is the number to beat. When someone beats that by a sufficient margin, we might be seeing more bicycles out of this guy.
So tonight I'll beat it.
I have one more announcement here, and this is something. So we had a problem last week, a little tech behind the scenes peek. First, we want to wish the best for Alex. He's out. He has an upset stomach tonight, and we hope he gets plenty of rest and feels better very soon. We had a little technical malfunction that was preventing our notifications from coming up here on Twitch, and so there was an announcement that we missed a donation, and I'd like to go ahead and mention this now. We had a donation from Duke from One Shot Questers, absolutely huge fans, $500.
Oh.
Second.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I love the difference because, well, Jake and Amanda always perfect pairs. Just both of you broke. Connor writing about critical hits. Whoa! Thank you, Adon. I really appreciate it. Whoa! But yes, we absolutely appreciate the support. We cannot wait to put that right back here into the channel for more miniatures, recording equipment, and other ways for me to ruin your evening.
Can I have a life-size cutout of Silas?
You can have whatever you like.
Is that on the funds? Do we have the money for this?
Would you like a cardboard cutout of Silas? I will make it happen for you.
I will help you with that.
Great.
Oh
Well, let's
my
do it.
God.
Do we have anything else? Anything else we'd like to talk about before we get started this evening? Go into a recap from last time.
I need to get my dice checked out by a professional because they're really hot for some reason.
It's hard to do a saltwater test with metal dice.
Do you want to trade? Do you want
If you
to
put enough salt water in it, it'll float.
Maybe,
It'll float.
maybe
trade?
just
No way.
the person who gave it to you cared.
Yeah, they're from Clella, so that's why they work so well.
Well, with that, I want to say best of luck to each and every one of you this evening as you proceed up to Zerathal's Zenith. Before we start our session, let's do a little bit of a recap. When last we met, all of you had finally infiltrated Zerathal's tower. Hidden beneath the northern wall of Elts, you faced off against a creature known as the Yottlegirt, successfully sealing it away in a magical silvered orb using the combined power of Ismini Callister and a bit of the blood of Elilier. Once you had defeated this apparent guardian of Zerathal's lair, you all entered and were met with a strange face, a knight by the name of Varric. Varric, this sort of dark paladin, was ordered by Zerathal to face down with the party, to fight to the death if need be, in order to obtain a bit of our party, Ismini for potential use in research, and Elilier's blood, though for what exact nature can only be guessed at this point. Additionally, the party was quite successful in taking down this mighty knight and his enchanted figurine of power, a unicorn by the name of Bastard. With Bastard and Varric defeated, the party tied up the knight, left him in this opening chamber, and began searching through the tower, traversing through its very narrow halls and strange rooms, and revealing a history of necromantic expansion and the vestiges of a small amount of magical training. It appears that one or more people have come here to learn magical secrets under the tutelage of Zerathal, and maybe even others, as you discovered Telbatar, a strange brain suspended in a massive vat, which, after a bit of tomfoolery with the party, actually attacked the party, turning some of our party members into strange objects and animals. Silas, specifically turning into an animated door, and Elilier, a tiny cat.
A normal
However-
sized cat.
Who said it?
Laurentius would have none of these shenanigans, and eventually destroyed Telbatar using one of these spicy grenades that had been developed by his friends.
Do you have any of those left?
No.
With Telbatar defeated, the party continued their quest, making their way significantly further in the tower, eventually facing off against this creature known as an amalgamation. an undead combination of at least 3 or 4 different creatures. This horrible tan
Yep.
sphincter-covered creature was quite a horrid foe. I would say one of the bigger challenges you've all faced in your past. But in the end, you were victorious. And though it was aided by one of the monk tiefling allies of Zerathal, she did eventually yield, listening to a bit of reason and deciding that it would not do her sister any kindness to die there. And so they let Danitris, the tiefling monk, escape after defeating the amalgamation. And now all of you have spent a little bit of time here patching yourself up, taking not quite a short rest, but taking a little bit of break to use your magical healing, to use all of closing up some of your wounds, sealing up underneath the door so you don't have to smell the horrible tank where the amalgamation was. But you find yourself here within the tower. What are you all doing at this point?
How's everybody feeling?
Rough.
Pretty
Yeah.
rough.
It's pretty rough. I think we all need to take a little nap.
But we need to find somewhere safe enough to take a little nap.
True.
Not in this area.
Yeah, there's
Brain
that.
room?
Oh my god, he's
I don't
right.
know if we want to go.
I mean, we could
Yeah,
board
yeah.
ourselves up in there.
I feel like we.
It was just kind of like
killed
the
brain.
books were rotting and stuff, but there was nothing else, nothing
I feel
dangerous
like-
in
Get
there.
mold
I feel-
exposure though.
I'm less worried about
I'm
the mold
okay with that.
exposure
For
and
30
more worried
minutes.
about
Oh,
all of us.
An hour or so.
Silas can just lay in front of the door. I don't think they'll be able to open it.
That's actually
It counts as
fair.
a short rest.
just as a quick reminder of the room you're discussing, if you would like to return to that training room, one of those, maybe a teaching room is a better word for it, where Telbotar's remains are, there were 2 doors in that room. One leading to the primary hallway that is connecting most of these rooms. The other, which you didn't investigate thoroughly, but you could hear the sounds of some sort of undead creature or creatures shambling behind it. And so it would probably be wise to prop up something on the door if you'd like, but there is shelving in there. There's a couple pieces of furniture you could use, and you have an elephant man if need be.
I do weigh 386
We
pounds.
could put the shelf under one door,
Thick.
and we could have Silas sit up against next and take
Okay.
a little break.
Cool.
All right. So we're gonna go barricade the room up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some alarms to get some of my
Ritual
stuff back.
casting?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do in my head alarms through the hallway.
So it takes 10. Is it 10 minutes or 1 minute?
It is okay. I've
It's
used.
a ritual cast, I thought.
It's a ritual, but that's 10 minutes. It takes 1 minute if I do just like a regular.
Right. So if
cast.
you use a ritual, you can do it at most 6 times during this. So you could,
Okay.
which is exactly your level.
Do you
This is
have
a quick reminder.
identify?
No, I don't.
Okay. You probably need a short rest. I'm not gonna ask.
You can cast identify. You can cast alarm during the rest.
I have an item for you for identify.
Okay.
If you're willing to do
If
so.
you're willing to do it.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, we have a few things, but your item's probably more interesting. I was gonna ask about that armor.
During the rest, I'm gonna take the mithril longsword and I'm gonna take the ruby of the war mage and put that on it. So I'm gonna use that.
Oh, that is quite exciting.
I forgot we had that and a new axe. Oh gosh, we got a lot of stuff.
Just a 1d8, right?
I'm sorry.
1d8. for the
1d8
longsword?
on it is a 1d8 weapon with the versatile property. So you can wield it in 2 hands,
Perfect.
and it becomes a d10.
Cool.
Before I throw my hit dice, we're taking the rest then officially.
Yes, we're taking a short rest. Quick reminder: you don't have to roll for a Don. He's going to recover to full.
You can recover to full. Okay.
Yes.
I had my item for you. I've got an item for you if you are doing that.
34.
Can I cast identify and still also rest?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was
I'm
what
doing
I
alarm.
apologize. Yes, taking your rest here. I am going to ask for Silas to make me an athletics check. Assuming is the party helping you barricade up the room while you're in it,
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
then go ahead and roll this with advantage. This is determining how, if something passes by, how well defended is this.
28.
28. You're very confident it would take something, like the amalgamation could break through this, but it's too big.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and do some rolling here behind the screen as you're doing your healing.
Appreciate that.
I don't see a 20.
Taking a bit of time here, you know that waiting where you are is certainly giving Zerathal more time to prepare, as he does know you're here.
Yeah.
However, going there without any health and resources is its own risk. So I think you're making a calculated decision here, and I'm excited to see which way the dice fall in the end.
Any way the dice fall.
It does really matter.
It
Probably
doesn't
Actually.
really matter.
Oh, I'm gonna need this book, so let me move this over here.
What item did you want to do?
The Ion Stone.
Oh, no.
So we're rolling hit die?
I just did.
Okay.
Yes. The Ion Stone is an Ion Stone of sustenance. If well attuned to this item, the bearer it floats above their head and does not need to eat or drink.
Ah, that's why it was on the
Interesting.
Interesting.
Why
In theory, though you'd have to do some testing, it is very likely this also could be used to assist you in bouts of like, I'm not sleeping enough, but that would be more of a secondary usage of something like that.
So an Ion Stone of no eat.
Hey,
Of-
Sustenance.
just an idea, because your new pet keeps eating through half of our stock.
I don't think I can convince him to attune to an item.
Can he eat the item and it work?
No, he's not gonna.
Unless someone's stopping him, he's trying to eat Telbatar.
Oh God!
I don't like that. No.
I'm resting. I'm not
You just
gonna
pick
move.
up. You pick up this baby. You just.
Hey, waste not, want not.
Getting you the slow.
No?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's actually fair.
Plus 2, but I have 2 of them.
You said you're using Wolf's Will.
Yeah, she gave me. Oh, I've got 56 health. How was everyone else?
I used.
Go ahead and use it. You're fine.
I'm all full up.
I filled up.
About halfway through your rest, you do hear on the other side of the door.
And alarms are just going off in my head.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a small number, probably not a ton, but there's a small number of creatures in the next room. They don't sound intelligent. You don't hear the sounds of language necessarily, but there's some sort of creature in the next room banging on the door. They are not strong enough to actually break down the door in this position, though.
Okay.
So we're not heading that direction.
Great.
No, we know where we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
You do. You've been to every room on this floor. This is the door you haven't been. You haven't found the stairway up.
So you have to go there because the monsters are on the other side and that's where the stairs are. So we do have to go that way.
I was like, you learned last time. It was your way out.
Okay, cool.
You can always leave. Put your tail, tuck your tail between your legs, and run away.
Arcane recovery.
Yes, you will restore up to its 3 spell levels. 2 levels, so a second and a first. I'm assuming.
Oh, I've got all my spell slots back now.
Warlock spell slots.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It does feel good.
Get 2 first levels back from that.
Yeah, so I have 5 first levels.
Are you out of now? Just a quick check-in. Everybody healed up?
Yep.
How's everyone feeling? How stamina-wise? How's everyone doing at this point? Let me get in here a little bit. Adon kind of looking over. Adon during this time has actually been spent a bit of time like helping with bandaging folks up, doing his best, just giving you as a little bit of aid and kind of checking in on morale. You all right?
I'm in better fighting condition than I was when we got here.
That's a great way to put it.
I'm a little low on supplies, so.
I took a nap. I feel better.
I can't. I'm not really. Let's just do one really big fight.
Yeah,
Like,
if we see another.
I don't really have it in me
before-
for like 4 more big fights.
Yeah.
Just one. Just one.
I got this sword, and I got Eldritch Blast. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, I have a rock if anybody wants it. Of don't eat.
If we're going over what we have, I've got a hammer.
Oh,
Nice.
I have a really
Hammer buddies?
Yeah, yes, I'm sorry. I was just thinking who's gonna pay Yosef if anything happens.
The rest of us?
The rest of us.
Hey, he's like an honorary Smiles.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be taken care of. Also, wait,
Worry
he's
about
not like
the
infirm. He's
Yeah, he's like our
He also
employee.
hasn't been doing anything since we got here. Because
he's mostly been watching your place.
He
He's
watches
a
the
guard.
We're not
Yeah,
there.
And takes care of the horse.
Yeah,
Which
he's what's called a hireling. He's not like you have him. He's cleaning. He's helping him with cooking. He's mainly taking care of your horse.
cleaning up after all the dust falling into Olivia's room.
Wait,
Every time
time
we walk
out.
a
Does
hole.
he know where her little pet's been going to the bathroom? I'm just curious.
Nope.
Nobody's witnessed it yet.
Prestidigitation.
I'm not supposed to tell anybody.
Why?
Who told you not to tell anyone? Yosef is not here.
No, he's absolutely not. I'm just joking around. So, taking a bit of time here as you come to a rest. Probably about half an hour passes.
The one thing, you still have stones of power or whatever to return?
Yeah, shards of power. So I have 5 of them.
I would like to use one. I'm low on
Oh.
spell slots.
Okay, reminder that you get a point of exhaustion if you fail a DC 15 con check.
That's con save, but yes.
Con save.
You okay?
Yeah.
You take this, you crush it in your hands as you do, sparking out small bits of green light, striking against your form, and then pulsing through your veins like blood.
It's a 14. It's so close.
I'll give you a bicycle.
Are you sure?
Spending a bicycle?
I don't
Okay.
want to go through the whole fight with you having disadvantage.
That is very kind of you,
Yeah.
Killa.
Oh!
Is it worse?
Is it cocked?
Can you put a d6 on top of it?
Could've.
Okay.
No, it's worse.
You take 1 point of exhaustion, which is disadvantage. The first level is disadvantage on skill checks, just as a reminder.
Which is
Initiative.
A magic
is
attack.
counterspell a skill check?
Counterspell is a skill check.
Great. That's what I thought.
Okay,
I'm not gonna use it unless I have to.
That's good to know.
Also, important reminder, it is a bonus action as we do most consumables on yourself.
Yeah. Would you like another one?
No.
Would
The
you like?
second one is real rough,
Would you like one? Just have.
and it's up to 3rd level spell, but it's a
Yeah.
spell slot.
You get one. You get.
Oh, one of my second
Okay,
one.
cool.
What if I want one?
Just take one.
Great, you both have one in your inventory sheet.
I'm gonna knock off this 3 more because I've handed out 3. Wonderful.
You okay?
Welcome to our lurker, by the way, in the chat. We appreciate having you here. All right, so you all know the path ahead. There is a sealed, it is a wooden door with a thin, there is this thin, it's not so much stone, it's like plaster here. This is, clearly this wall is not part of the original tower. This entire section you're in here was built, maybe by Zerathal, but someone built this after the tower itself was physically built. So it's not a super sturdy wall. You all know where you want to go. I would like to know how you plan on proceeding. You currently have a sort of like an armoire. You have a small shelf that has been pushed up against it, probably about 4.5, 5 feet tall.
Does the door swing in or out?
I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Taking a look for it, the door swings in.
I'm gonna open the door.
He's describing. He's not having it until you tell me what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
He's gonna open the door with his mage hand.
Oh, that's fair. I was gonna say cast. Open the door and have spells prepared.
Yeah. We'll prepare spells.
I'll open the door. Shoot past me.
Shield up.
Oh, yeah. You know, it might.
So you're gonna kneel in front of the door?
Yeah. Just
I like
quickly-
it. This is very fun. Here's what I'm gonna ask everyone else to do.
I actually will go push it.
I have DC. Actually, this is totally fine. So, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to ask for a couple things. One, each of the players, I'm assuming you're using cantrips, but you're allowed to use spells if you prefer. As the door swings wide, you see a trio of these sort of, it's almost violet, the coloration of their skin, but these 3 undead figures. You can see they got sunken cheeks, and one of them with has a torn shirt where you can see the flesh has been pulled so tightly, or the skin has been pulled so tightly over his rib cage. And as the 3 beings here, it looks like a human and a half-orc male, and there's also a human woman here. As the 3 of them lurch forward, go ahead and make your attack rolls. Silas, I need a strength saving throw.
Ready. Strength save.
Yep,
17.
12's to hit.
Hit.
Nope.
I have 1 hit.
Great. I will like each of your damages individually.
17 on the save.
17 on a save is a success. As these creatures come out, they are clubbing down and trying to like slash at you. They're not trying to bite you. Is one difference from some that you've seen before. You take half the damage as they brace against your shield, scratching at your arm. You're gonna take 3 total damage after everything. Not major, but as you're kind of brace yourself, pushing back with the shield, lifting them a little bit higher. First damage.
6.
22 fire.
One of the zombies dies.
8 necrotic.
It's a 13.
8 necrotic. A second one of these dies. I need another strength saving throw as 2 of them collapse. We won't need all 4 of you to roll because the second round you're going to succeed. It only has minimum health left.
18.
18. Absolutely fine. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong die. You're gonna take 1 total point of damage after the cut in half. As you come through, Silas, you get a little bit of scratching on your arm as it pushes back. Adon kind of braces and helps push you forward to knock this thing back. As it's on the ground trying to stand up, your friends blast it with various forms of magical might.
God, I just imagine you standing over it.
It's absolutely a valid strategy when you can
Okay.
make
Double tap. Bubble.
I'm just like,
Hellzone grenade.
Fire.
Ooh, that exists forever. I'm so sorry. Looking at this next room, there is what you can see is the remnants of what would originally would have been here. It looks like there's part of a staircase that has begun winding upwards, leading not to a trapdoor, but actually to a dedicated. It looks like there's might be a hall. You can see bits of light, the familiar flickering of a flame. The room itself is relatively plain, having a grate that is surrounded by stone on the far side of the room that has a metal grate that is attached to a small stone section. When I say small, I do mean that literally. It looks like you could fit a small-sized creature or a particularly gaunt or small-sized medium creature. A medium creature on the smaller side here.
Not me.
The room itself has a foul smell to it. It's pretty rough, as the three undead here are quickly turning into ash as they sort of almost melt with their necrotic energy finally having been defeated here. Though glancing around, it does not, because the walls are scratched and damaged, the furniture here completely rotted away. This room looks ruined. There does not appear to be much of value here with any passive checks.
Up?
Keep going. Cool.
Let's go.
Okay.
The longer we do it.
Wait, I
Yeah,
want
the
to peer
longer-
in the
yes.
space where the little small creature could fit. There anything in there?
Yes, go ahead, and for this one, I'm going to ask for an investigation check.
Okay.
Because there's some very obvious stuff. The scent, the
19.
a 19. You look and, well, you don't see anything directly because it is fully black. Like, there's no real light in there.
Oh yeah, and I'm not dark vision.
It's, well, you have Silas's light, so you kind of push the light over. It looks,
Sick martyrs
it's
lament
not,
down there.
it's not like, it's not like a vent in a modern era would be, but what this appears to be is a tunnel that proceeds from much lower in the tunnel. So it looks like it descends straight down. But as you're kind of looking around with the light, you do notice, besides the scratch marks here, it looks like there are small markings at a frequent pattern every about 18 inches. It appears this is some sort of magical lift.
There's an elevator?
With that result, what I'm going to let you know is that this is where these undead were unloaded from.
Oh, should we drop one of the fire bombs down there? That's a Jake ask, not a Silas ask. I'm throwing that out there.
You want to drop a explosive?
I would
Might be
never
our way
suggest
out.
that.
I'm gonna-
This room kind of stinks. Do we go?
Let's just go up.
Yeah.
Hey, is the smell coming from here?
The smell is absolutely. The smell from this room is coming from below.
Poof, squawk away. Poof, squawk on the other side of the grate. Squawk. Be my eyes.
Standing still is meaning.
I'm sending Squawk down to go see if I can see what's going on down there.
You begin descending. Does Squawk have dark vision?
No!
Wait, here, I can throw one
He's
of the
not
bombs.
an owl!
Squawk falls because Squawk cannot fly in a less than 5 foot square. Squawk, there's no damage here. Squawk.
The things
You
he
all
does
hear
for
Squawk
you.
descending. Are you working into him for that? As you fall, eventually there's a small amount of light. It appears that lower down, one of these rows of these rows of markings is glowing slightly, a very dull gray light. It's not particularly evocative of any strong magic.
Okay.
Squawk has seemingly landed on something and stands up,
Oh no,
And-
buddy.
and you hear as he's hopping around on something.
Oh,
Suddenly,
No.
and you can see what looks to be maybe a limb begin moving past one of these small runes on the wall inside the vent as some sort of wet, undead creature is at the base here. Pop. Poof.
once again, this is Jake asked. Let's throw a bomb down there.
You,
We run
you,
away.
you put him into a pocket dimension, and when you bring him back, Squawk has 1,000-yard stare.
What's that? What's that?
How was your feather fall?
Oh.
I can't believe I beat Jake there.
Can we have a negative bicycle? And that's coming from me.
I have considered color coding them, but no.
You would have a collection.
Yeah.
As you all,
Are we putting something down there? Or
No. We,
Okay, let's just go.
yeah, you can opening the grate. It looks like it was just heavy. Like the metal it was made of would actually take a strength check to lift, but it wouldn't be. It's not breaking. Yes, Silas, you absolutely. All of you are individually strong enough where you could do it. Though, if you were mechanically speaking, if you were trying to lift the grate in combat, that would have been a check unless you succeeded considerably well.
Yeah, if
Didn't realize he couldn't fly.
They can't. They don't have sustained flight.
Right.
That's not really how those birds
he's
move.
just gonna.
put your hand in the grate, the creature's absolutely going to eat your hand. So
Yes.
I've seen the mummy.
We're leaving. Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, upstairs.
I don't
You
know
all-
why I didn't
This
realize
is a
it was
fun
gonna be a straight
adventure.
fall.
You all continue on your way up, quickly noticing that what appears to be the rest of this spiral staircase does stop about on the next level, so it doesn't proceed the rest of the way up. Where you are here, there's a couple of things that would be familiar to you. First, there is stone that is preventing you from going further up, though you note that instead of being bricked stone like what you've seen before, it is strangely smooth here. So the pathway that looks like the staircase should have gone the rest of the way up is smoothed over stone, but over turning to your left, there looks to be you are in what appears to be some sort of bunk room. There are, it looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 different beds in this room, each of which has a small table next to it. You can see the vestiges of maybe previous study sessions or journaling. There are quills and bits of parchment. It looks to be there's a small chest at the foot of some of these beds. One of them, a 4-post bed, has a series of these cloths all around and has completely blackened itself out. There is also a small window on the southern wall of this room. The window itself, probably about this wide and about 1.5 feet tall. There's a little bit of light coming from the outside and the chill of winter entering this room here. It is quiet in the room itself, and it looks like there are 2 doors in this room that lead out.
Anybody else in this room, or is it?
With your passive perception, no, but if you'd like to make a perception check just to double check,
I'm nervous about this.
please go for it.
So, you gonna open the chest?
Oh, that's not what I thought that was. Okay, good.
I can.
I think we should look.
Think there's gonna be
Stuff.
another dead thing in it?
Lower than my passive.
Okay. Would anyone like to make me an investigation? Would you guys like to investigate the room?
Sure.
Someone want to lead? Someone want to, and then folks help?
I can give you.
I want to look out the window and just see.
Okay,
That
I
was
like it.
natural.
Gwynwyn,
Oh, you have
Oh.
disadvantage.
I do.
Gwynwyn, do you want to take a break with Adon?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit with Dawn actually.
I
This is
can
great.
look around.
Great.
I can also.
You're tired. Taking.
Yeah.
Right. So, go ahead. Go ahead and roll this, or Clella, if you'd like, you
If
can
you'd
both
like to
can
roll
roll.
one.
I'll give you. Can I just help
Yes,
her?
absolutely.
Okay. You let the wizard
Arcanist-
do the investigation.
The Arcanist takes some time to look around the room while the rest of you are on. You're ready.
I'm trying to get him to open the box. We're standing weapons barred.
That should tell you these aren't loaded dice because my rolls were very low.
A likely story.
She has to make a few low rolls so you don't get
14.
suspicious.
14.
Yeah.
Taking a look around the room, a couple things of note, though not necessarily everything. Looking around, it appears that of the 6 beds in this room, only 5 of them have been occupied any time recently. The room itself, and I don't mean like a survival check where you know they've been in here in the last hour, but there's personal effects on most of these, and one of them looks like it's just been repaired, but no one has been here. So 14?
14.
And Jake, if you have a question, go ahead and get me in just a second. With a 14, because we're right close to where I wanted you. Looking around, there's not a lot here that's super interesting. You quickly identify a bit about the folks. One of the beds actually has what looks to be this blackened mirror resting next to the pillow on the bed itself. This black mirror that you could hold in one hand, but probably more comfortable in 2, has the appearance of some sort of religious iconography, having on it a bit of filigree about the edge, silver in nature. Also, there is a war pick in the chest there. It appears likely some sort of, it's a dwarven weapon. It's a very common dwarven weapon. So you could assume it, huh?
Cleric of Shar with a scrying mirror.
We did meet one of those clerics.
Yeah.
Of Shard.
Thinking about it, with your information in hand, this could have been the bunk of Haldrum Redpick. Looking a little bit further, the drawn...
Pulled all that from way back.
Looking a little bit further, the drawn 4-post bed. As you pull back some of the curtains, you're surprised. There's more and more. And when you're inside, it's like you're in the night itself. There are no personal effects. You find Haldrum Redpick had small sketches in the size, footnotes, maybe on some of the notes he's taken of very basic stuff. Footnotes. But Labethel's chambers have none of that. This is a dead and dark place. Going a little bit further, the next one is a bit more perplexing, as it's very clean and pristine. Though it's certainly someone was here, the bed is well made, the items a bit more well maintained. There is a whetstone on the table, as well as some oils for weapon maintenance. There's a full weapon maintenance kit that is here. Though if you take a minute, you could gather things together, close it up if you feel like taking that with you.
Just take that guy's stuff.
Oh yeah, we're in this place anyways.
Though, taking a closer look, you do find what looks to be the clothing here looks to be some sort of woman's. There are night clothes for an adult woman here. With a 14 though, you're not really sure.
Who's?
Finally, there are two others. One that is immediately familiar to you because you've read the handwriting from this person quite a bit. Orwin's studious notes on undead and his understanding from what he has observed. You begin scooping all of his notes into your tome has multiple pieces of parchment that are sort of leaking out in certain ways where it's not aligned very well. It's a magic book. You're stuffing extra paper in there.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Thank you, Orwin.
is Orwin stuff like recently used at all?
Make a survival check for me.
Sure.
Because it hasn't been disturbed necessarily.
I was so close to
I
a natural
know.
20. It rolled onto it. It's 3.
A 3? It's so hard to tell. Certainly this room has had people in it recently, but you can't tell. Someone might have ruffled through his things. Maybe he's been here. You don't know.
Who knows where Orwin is?
He should be in
Hopefully
jail.
it's still in jail.
Finally, the last bed beside that is here is covered in there's an odd sort of fashion to it. The drab brown maroonish cloth that is used elsewhere in the room has been replaced with a resplendent blue, this blue looks to be hand-woven quilt has been laid over the bed. The garments there, again for a woman, are very fine in various shades of. There's a cerulean set of silken gloves. There are these very pretty clothes. It's very fine, very clean, and dustless on the actual table itself.
So there's 2 people that we haven't been able to identify their belongings.
Yes, 2 people you can't identify, and there's one bed that just probably didn't have anybody in it. Sorry.
Do the clothes look like they fit his meanie? I think I have a tinfoil hat on.
Of this room, the only things that seem like they might be of value are the weapon maintenance kit, which probably not a lot, and the silken gloves, if you'd like to take those. But the rest of this room with your investigation check does not appear to have any value to it.
Cool.
And of course, there's a war pick, which I mentioned.
Orwin's notes
I
had a
want
lot
her
of value.
blanket. I'm gonna steal that blanket and put
It's
it
a
in my
nice
bag.
quilt.
Oh my god.
Is there a rug?
That is the rug. It's actually
That
just
is
a
the
rug.
rug.
Oh my god.
Part of our door.
That's a 15 on the die. There's a blue rug.
Does it match the quilt?
It absolutely does. It's
I'm coming
fine.
back for you.
No, bag of holding.
You roll this over. Adon going, guys,
You just get used to it. Don't ask. Don't ask.
We need the rugs.
I was gonna ask, I don't have any colorful socks. Can I have these blue socks?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Looks so
He
comfy.
smells-
takes
them
They're
first.
kind of small. He's like, they'll stretch. And he roughly puts them into one of the pockets on his shirt.
I wasn't expecting a Dawn to do so much yes and.
Right?
It's like we're stealing a rug and he's like, socks, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, sometimes you gotta do some looting when you're out on a mission.
We need to.
Hey, these are
get
like
him
bad
some
guys.
Oh,
Socks.
you've convinced me that anyone who lives here sucks.
That's fair.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty anti evil necromancy. Seems pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're pretty cool, by the way.
Hey, you're cool too, Ismini.
Oh god.
Lily, you're laughing again.
Validation.
Can never handle him.
I'm gonna go look
Alright.
out the window.
As you all,
I-
are we continuing
wait.
along the way?
Yeah, I just have a question.
Please.
Going over to the window, what does it overlook?
One of our elf eyes.
You're looking to the south. As you begin looking down, you see Holly Fandra. Off in the distance, you can make out, but still, you're more than a mile out, so you can only see the tip, the tip top of one of the small Morning Lord statue in the chapel within the courtyard. There is tall enough to be seen here. Just a resplendent, gilded sun atop a steeple. But looking around, you see Hollyfandra, this quite wealthy district. This is what you would expect. You're looking to the south.
No, now I have a question about how else is designed.
Listen, thank you.
Okay.
When do we get it?
So we have the 9 lords.
Yes.
They tied to the 9.
Yes.
There's districts in Elts that correspond
Not perfectly, no.
not perfectly. Because I was gonna say
there are 4 main regions in Elt, so it doesn't divide so
doesn't
so
divide
cleanly.
so cleanly. Because I was gonna say if there were regions in which these temples were, do the High Lords all live in Hollyfandra or the surrounding of Hollyfandra?
No.
Or do they live closer to where their temple is?
One that's
So,
outside the city.
what give me a history check real quick.
Oh no.
You know what? That's
Okay,
outside the
this is
city.
just a world building question.
That was this.
And Lily is in shambles.
I can see the hole you left above my room from here.
14.
14.
Another
Quick thing I'll just tell you. Their High Lords, the West End originally was all in Old Town, which is over in the north. You guys have not really been there yet.
right. Can't.
But eventually, when it's expanded outwards, the High Lords ended up dominating the west, north, and east end. Shelt was just a military place where the castle was for a long time.
Okay.
None of the High Lords live there.
Okay. Because I was just
There's
like
3 in the other regions.
Because I was just thinking that if we have 9, okay, so because of the whole districts being 4 thing, it didn't really map out that way. But I was
It's Shelt. Shelt is the odd one because Shelt was only in the last century had anything built on it besides the castle.
okay, cool. Because I was thinking, and then like if maybe you're like a random dude and then you become like the person of X god, you don't have to move.
Also, the chapel in his house isn't the temple of the Morning Lord.
Right.
It's just he has a chapel at his manor.
That makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
This now has me. Just while we're on the history. of
Sure.
this, quick question.
You have a little. Oh, you have a little bit of frost in your trunk when you look at the window. It's snowing just a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, we're
Can I-
pretty far through winter, but
Just before I ask my question, can I just collect a tiny bit of snow?
you can get a tiniest bit of snow. You throw it at L.
Yeah.
Hey,
She's not looking.
Make an attack roll. Dexterity. Add your dexterity modifier.
Ooh. Does an 18 hit?
yeah, it is.
Is that cold damage?
You don't take any damage. He just throws a bit of dirty shelf snow at you.
Dirty.
You're in a necromancer's tower. Get over it.
We are all already sweaty. And
You got it from outside the tower.
It's probably better.
You
So,
have prestigious-
are there more towers just like this then? Like,
So
how are they?
looking around at the wall? So this is one that I apologize. This is something that you maybe we should have investigated a little bit beforehand.
Yeah.
The wall of Elts that surround each of the main regions here is really large. As in, it's at most places the width of it is between 30 and 50 feet.
Okay.
Every once in a while, they have these turrets, though. Looking at them, there aren't windows except right up near the top. So you must be very close to the top because the guards that patrol the wall are able to stop and there's places to check in. But most of these towers can't actually walk. There's not a place to walk down to ground level. You have to go to one of the main ones, like near the gate.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
The gate itself, probably about 10-minute walk in the western direction. Or to the west. So you could get there if you wanted to, but you have to be on top of the tower. You must be close. You're probably right above you would be at the level of the top of the wall.
Okay.
And a turret, for those of you who may not know, is the large cylindrical structure, sometimes cubic. This is actually a little bit between both. Structure that is located occasionally on these walls, where where soldiers. I don't know. That's a weird one.
Women
Have
live in
we-
towers. Happy March, everyone.
Girl boss, girl boss, girl boss.
Usually princesses, but it's fine.
I don't know why that one happened.
Now we're here in International Women's Month.
But yes, it is certainly the case that you're directly underneath at level with the wall itself. The top of the turret would be even further, but that should presumably just be a place for people to stand or to mount, as you've seen on Elsa's walls, like ballistae.
I didn't know ballista was plural ballistae. That's just a joke.
It
Ballistae?
now I have to sit here and I said it a little bit weird.
Ballistae.
I just assumed you were right. Do I have utmost faith in the
Ballistae.
DM? Oh god.
I think that one's correct. I'll go with ballistis.
Ballistae.
So I bet Silas goes in front with his shield again as we
There's
march out of
Two
the.
doors.
Yeah. Here, I can listen at one of them.
Oh, sure.
Why don't one of you all get the other one?
Who's good at listening? Not
Who's just gonna go check a door?
I'm checking a door.
Great. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Please do.
I have not rolled well anymore. It's gone. Perception is going to only be a 7.
7? You can't hear anything through this door. The door itself made of wood, not stone, so you wouldn't assume there's anything past it. There's no clear opening in these doors. There's a simple unlocked latch that you can use to pull back to unlock the door. Basically, pull the actual bolt out of the socket and put open. But
This one's
you don't hear anything. Guys, there's sort of like a scratching sound on the other side. It sounds like someone's dragging their feet.
Let's try the door that's quiet first.
Yeah.
It is safe.
Great. We trust you implicitly.
You open up to a wide foyer that is very, very fine. Looking around here, there is a very sudden shift. The other side of this door having been painted, there is an actual crimson paint job here with a sort of purple line that's sort of tracing the outside. So it's been decorated here. The what is the word? The cast iron mounts you've seen with the torches here are gone. Now bronze fine candle holders are actually mounted to the wall itself. A small chandelier is actually dangling from above. You see a couple more doors here in this room. It looks like an entry hall, very fine, much more suited to a manor than a hidden base for a necromancer. But as you kind of gaze around, there doesn't appear to be anyone in this room.
Are there rugs?
Oh my god, I'm gonna fight
There-
you.
There's
taking,
tiles on the ground.
I'm not taking the rug this time. I just wanted to
This
know if he had the same
Also,
taste.
do you guys have the same? You guys have a good directional sense in
Yeah.
universe. You can tell that one of these doors here leads to the same place that Adon was just listening to.
Uh,
So you can kind of link into those rooms.
so, this is just a weird ask.
There's no
Is-
windows here. You're in the middle of the tower now.
Well, this decorations, is this traditional Elts, or does this seem something different?
That is very fun. Now, because this is more about decoration than stonework, so I can't offer stone cutting. But again, I'm actually going to ask for a history check here, or you can make a raw charisma check if you'd like to be thinking more about the tastes of people you've seen here and what you got during your drunken time over at the manor.
I was an artist. I am an artist. I shall be going with charisma.
Oh, you know what? This is an art thing. Add your proficiency bonus if you're not already proficient in this check.
Oh, that's slightly better. What's a 13 get?
Okay, taking a quick look around, the crimson is clearly Eltsian red. However, it's detailed with purple and black. So there's red and black like you'd see, but where the gold would normally be on the Eltsian flag, it's not really here. Also, there's no sigils of the Bibulus tree, that green splash you see here for the famed plant of Elts. And so it looks similar, but not quite. With that check, I can't tell you, but it might be this, but it could be related to Elts in some way. Red and black, still the main colors. Guards don't have gold, for example, so they wear red and black. The purple, though, is very weird.
Can we go into the foyer? Is there
Yeah.
Is it how is it? Is it set up for people to sit around a fire?
Looking around the room, because you've been in a noble manor before, you can very clearly see what looks to be
Once or twice.
the rooms you're coming in are like where you would expect to see maybe servants come from. It's a little more muted. The door itself slightly smaller. There's what looks to be a primary entrance that you can see looking further down the room along the longer path here of this welcoming chamber. Additionally, looking near that entrance looks to be a door that is a little bit nicer than where you came from. And I think that's appropriate. However, I think you kind of step up looking into this room or whatever. You do notice one oddity. Mounted underneath what looks to be the purple silhouette of a large structure is on this fine table, recently polished, is a skull with a pair of green gems set in it.
Let's go break it.
You're not allowed to firebolt at it.
You're gonna shoot it?
Yeah.
You step into the room and it begins speaking to you. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Oh, out of the box, doesn't matter.
21.
Nice.
21. You hear Zerathal's voice. It is unwise for you to still be here, and it would be in your best interest to leave. And you strike it. How much damage?
For 23 points of fire damage.
23 points of damage? It absolutely explodes and is not able to get a spell off.
Is it a regular skull? Is it a
The skull itself appears to be an actual human skull.
Oh, he's gross.
Gross.
Yeah, it's very gross.
However, you destroyed it before casting these spells, and it does have a pair of, I want to clarify, not your type of emerald, but there are a pair of, and actually upon closer inspection, they're not true emeralds. They are some sort of green, cheaper, lesser crystal.
Eat them anyway.
No, my God, stop feeding him emeralds.
Cactus.
It's not my
Toss it in the
flavor.
bag.
Hey, I have an idea.
Cheap green
Humor me.
Wait,
humor.
where was the skull facing?
Skull was facing outwards in the direction of where you were coming from the door to the door, towards the door itself. Looking at it, it actually is angled right between the door you came out of and the closest door where you had the option of coming out of as well.
Okay.
It appears this was set as a trap. Your passive perceptions were all slightly lower than where it was sort of set to blend in with some of the other small statuettes and the artwork here. It looked like it was intended to not be immediately noticed.
Oh, fair.
Cool.
So, I've got an idea. This door leads this room. This door also leads to that room. I'm gonna go make a ruckus at this door. See if you can't. Again, one more time.
So you're gonna go to the door in the other side where
Bang on it.
Adon
Jangle
was,
it.
jangle, bang, and we shoot into the room. Great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I like it.
Distraction. And
Right.
after I hear fire, I'll run in. Something like that.
We'll yell really, really loudly if we need help.
Do we need a code word?
Just yelling.
Just help. I think. would
Just
be
yelling.
good,
I'll
yeah.
hear for just yelling.
Yes.
All right. Silas, you've been shaking the door on one side,
Yeah, I'm going to the round on this side.
and as the who's opening? You're opening. Are you magically opening the door again?
Yeah, I'll mage hand it.
You mage hand the door open, and as you look, you see a familiar sight. These gray, I think I called them constructs last time. Weird humanoid figures. They don't seem to react negatively to you opening the door. Some of them are holding one of them is holding a stack of thin stone shards in its hand, like flattened rectangles made of stone, and it's holding it delicately in its hand. Looking closer, there's a second one behind it with another stack, and a third one behind it that has a smaller stack as well. But the three of them are standing there, seemingly waiting. They don't have heads. Again, they're kind of this lower, sort of strange, somewhat humanoid frame. With the better light in here, it almost looks like they're partially made of clay. They're strange creatures. They're certainly a magical construct of some sort. Additionally, on the far side of the room, you do see something that maybe would be more pressing to you all, but I think I had to explain that part first. Ruined. Parts of it appear scorched and also maybe harmed by some sort of foul magic. A small pair of its legs actually still giving off a green wispy color is the remains of a large spider that you've seen once before. The pet of Ketrith has been mounted to this wall with a wooden stake through the center of its abdomen.
He's really mean.
Right?
Yeah.
Enslaves him and kills his pet?
Yeah. Partner. They were buddies. They were friends. Snake, spider.
Do we need to get him a new spider?
I feel like that's really insulting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can't just get him a new spider.
Give him a new friend. It's fine.
Buy him a new
What
friend.
do you do?
Look around this room, though. There are quite a number of what look to be magical research implements. You see a collection of different materials that have been ground to varying thicknesses. There are opened these ancient-looking tomes opened. You can see forms of the humanoid body. If all of you are still hiding at the door, I can't tell you much more about this room.
I mean, they're not dangerous. I'm just walking.
I'm still jostling. I haven't heard yelling.
All right. Yeah. One of the doors is shaking. You want to shoot the door?
It's super loud.
Just yelling.
As you're looking through here, there's a couple of things that are super obvious, mainly to the two of you, to Gwynwyn and Ismini. There is a large amount of salt, sulfur, and mercury here, famous in alchemy for their relationship with life, specifically.
Alchemy nerd. Figure.
There are also collections of these,
She has no guts.
some familiar, some unfamiliar liquids. There is blood. There looks to be this thick, blackened liquid, sort of like, oh, this is maybe a gross way to put it, but pudding-like in texture, where it's a little bit thicker. There is a yellow, opaque liquid. This is not urine, before anyone gets weird.
That's really.
Opaque. You
Opaque?
got a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Get checked out.
And there is, finally there is a much smaller amount. You can see these first three come in varying amounts. The blood, the first one, there's plenty of it that has been put into various beakers. The last one, there's the smallest amount, is perfectly clear. For this, I would need an Arcana or Alchemist tools check, and I will allow up to 2 people to roll, or if someone wants to help someone.
It's either empty or it's water.
I can help Gwynwyn with.
Isn't she
My
a little
alchemist.
exhausted?
Oh, well, you can both just roll. You can roll flat, and you can roll with disadvantage. if you'd
Disadvantage.
like.
I was trying to avoid Gwynwyn rolling with disadvantage. That's all. That's cocked for sure.
Okay. I trust you guys.
What was that number? I can't see from in the corner.
13 from Gwynwyn.
Your checks can't scare me because I can't read.
Arcana.
13.
Hey.
21.
21. Okay. So you're trying to place the word for it as it's not something you've covered in your original studies, but you're aware of it as you didn't deal with alchemy as it relates to the body as much.
I'm over here doing
These
the
are
math
the
on my
4
fingers.
humors. This is blood, black bile, yellow bile, and phlegm. The historical version of the word. So more likely, this is actually the clear. This is one of the various clear fluids that humans can make, such as, well, brain fluid.
I
Oh,
really
seriously.
like how modern he is.
Looking-
Modern medicine.
You see that one of these stone tablets is down,
Into my asthma theory.
and with this information here, there are precise measurements for differing ratios of these four chemicals, as well as there looks to be different types of different density of bones that are referenced, and finally different amounts of those alchemical components we referenced earlier. As you're approaching this table, one of the clay figures, these clay flesh hybrid creatures, takes a step closer, places one of the tablets before you, and you can see at the bottom there is a number. The number itself just says 46.3. Looking at the previous one, it's 46.2.
Is he
Places it down.
iterating on combinations to try to make people? Like, is he trying to make people?
Yeah, why would you need this stuff?
He's trying to make people.
It's got blood,
Puts another one down that's the
Bile.
same score.
spinal fluid.
Puts another down that's the same score. So once he's finished placing down the rest of them in front of you, it turns and begins walking to a grate on the far side of the room, lifts up the grate, and falls into the hole.
Where's the great?
The next one waits, seemingly to be given instructions or to wait a certain amount of time.
He's trying to make people.
Yeah, he's trying to make life.
Why?
I don't like that.
Trying to make his arm.
Can I get
I'm
How
guessing
did you
you're
get-
Can I
injecting
get an
whatever they're
investigation
making.
check for this room?
Okay.
I just want to know how she jumped to making people.
Victoria does not like making this
I've
check.
rolled so many.
You want me to investigate?
Okay.
Oh. 13.
13?
I'm really bad at investigation
that's okay.
for some reason.
Looking around the room a little bit further, you do find that some of these tomes could be worth a little bit of money if you found the right buyer. You find a single spell scroll,
Oh.
though the spell scroll itself is actually distributed. It would be difficult to use in a battle as it's distributed amongst several. It looks to be instructions or it's an analysis. There's a bunch of penned notes by an unfamiliar hand here. Taking a quick look over, what is your Arcana? What's your modifier to Arcana?
8.
8, so your passive would be 18. This is the spell Animate Dead.
Yes.
Oh my god, why are you excited?
Looking through here, there are different, as you keep going through all of this, the notes here are referring to specific qualities. The drop of blood, the piece of flesh, and the pinch of bone dust are the material components for that spell.
I have a significant number of necromancy spells in case you hadn't noticed yet.
The cleric in me is growing.
Yeah.
This is a bad place.
I know, I
like
love
this
it.
place.
So
But taking a look at this, it appears that the iterations are for this spell.
So, are the only doors in this room the ones that lead to the foyer and where I just came from?
yeah, so I was gonna ask.
Yes, so the only place you could go back to is there's no new rooms have been discovered from where you are here.
Back to the foyer.
Are there any books you want to
Is the how?
Someone's running from the room. The staircase from below. You can hear footsteps running up. Boom, 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 boom.
Prepare.
Last time this was a dawn, it's probably just someone.
A woman, purple skin,
Never
red
mind.
clothes, anger on her face. The monk comes up.
Yeah.
Weren't you supposed
pulls
to
a
roll?
bag off her shoulder, begins rifling through it, looking at all of you.
Was it not enough money?
Is the letter
This
from-
one does not wish a debt. Walks up closer to you and begins putting things on the table for you.
Okay.
Okay.
There are.
I think she guessed that we came here.
You went upstairs.
I know. It's
There are
perfectly
2
logical.
scrolls and 4 potions here.
Oh.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Scrolls are there.
I can actually let you know. These scrolls are of Aid and Levitate.
Where did you get these?
The potions are 2 of them are potions of greater healing, a potion of blur, and a potion of reduce.
Did you say blur?
I did.
Healing.
I'm full.
Take the potion.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Put
So
it on
you
your
say
sheet.
greater?
2 greater healing.
This one does not expect you to come to ask for favors in the future.
Oh, absolutely.
Agreed.
Never
But if you ever want to
means-
do a prison break, come find us.
Oh,
And
do you
never
know where
means it.
the other apprentices are? That's not
The other two
You have
women
put
apprentices.
several of them in the jail.
Yeah, but the 2 we haven't met, which are whoever I point to their beds. These 2.
Oh, pull out the silk glove that we stole.
I didn't steal the gloves.
Glove.
How do we get up top?
She takes a step out, pointing in the direction of that main entryway. There is a ladder. The place you are in is for the guests.
Cool.
Did we miss a ladder?
No,
No, we hadn't
No, you
left
have-
that yet.
we haven't gone there yet.
Cool.
Cool. Thank you.
Your party should be cautious. I have sighted one of the vigilantes downstairs. He's been sneaking prisoners out, though I do not know what he will do if he sees you.
Probably murder us.
Yeah.
Those
yeah.
vigilantes.
I heard there's a bounty on
I
his
have
head.
seen this one. She lifts up, rolls up her sleeve, and there's this circular scar. He struck me from far away.
That's horrible.
Never forget these injustices.
Deception check. Willingly
Real
fail.
bad.
I'll try. I haven't rolled that much. Not great.
Willingly fail.
A 10.
A 10, not a problem.
She's just gonna start pulling out more gold to bribe her.
She doesn't want it.
Very well.
Thanks for the stuff.
We
I
won't.
got him.
This
Potion
I do not
reduces
know.
for blood.
She does let you know this though. She does not know who the person with the blue items was, but she lets you know, Lady Lair of Ionia slept here. Pointing at where the finer the weapon kit came from, where things were meticulously maintained.
Lady
Lair Ionia.
Nice name.
Lyle?
I like Ionia, like the Ion Stone, but Onia.
Oh my gosh, it's not spelled like that.
Right. No,
Don't
you-
stop. It's okay. You'll write it down. Ask.
Fine.
Put a marker next to it. And I'll help you with that later.
We know how good I am at spelling.
You-
What was the name?
Oh, it's always exciting.
Ugh,
Sorry.
we won't ask you for a favor, but just remember,
This one will offer none.
we will never ask, but there are no favors amongst friends. Always feel free to reach out.
Her shoulders slump. You can see she's kind of doing she's got a shtick that she was trying to keep here.
It's okay. Most people.
It will be considered.
Great.
It's
He gives our address to everybody. You can find us.
oh yeah, I've got like calling cards.
We're also not.
Do not perish against Zerathal.
We have no plans on it.
Plus, we would unperish.
Please ignore her.
Don't-
I'm sorry.
Please Do you remember when you
It
kidnapped her?
is a most terrible thing to end up as one of the many experiments.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, that's why we're gonna very much.
I
try
suppose
our
it's
best.
less terrible each day, but
some people cope by joking. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Maybe
die
lighten
here.
up a little.
Remember when you kidnapped her? Don't be afraid to do that again.
Please don't kidnap me again.
If you need help breaking out your sister, come find us.
They're a few eggs short of an omelet. Ignore them.
fully sprinting away from you.
Blank face, no reaction.
It's been a weird day for
You guys are all so awkward in this adventure.
I was trying to be nice and friendly because this poor girl, how did she end up here? Like, what life do you lead to have to serve a necromancer? Like, I feel bad for her and her sister that we just put in jail.
Stop looking at me!
I don't know what you think your life isn't heading towards, but you might serve a not necromancer in the future.
Wait, time out. And I quote, do you know how many
As
necromancy spells are on my spell sheet?
2.
As we proceed,
Wait.
searching, carefully looking through the rest of this floor, you find a few things. The smaller room that you've yet to explore contains a collection of these fine but strange-looking robes, purple and black in color. The robes themselves are long and they seemingly do not offer protection, though the purple robe itself and the black robe, once you've flipped out, looking at it, appear to have a small bit of gold stitching. Some sort of sparkling thread has been used to make these a little bit finer, but they're so light that they likely wouldn't protect you from the wind. They don't look very functional. They're more an aesthetic thing. There are quite a few of these. Yeah, aesthetic.
I hate. Sorry. I was gonna launch into the thing where, like, you gotta look like the part of an evil cult. Like,
Oh
you
my
can't just
God.
wear, like,
This is for
crop tops.
No, they're nice.
I know, but, like, they can't just wear, like, crop tops and bell bottoms. So,
No.
like,
No, they can't wear bell bottoms. It's just a crime in Elf.
Oh my God. What about
Wait.
Daisy Dukes? I got those ready.
Good thing I didn't pack my bell button.
So looking at this, is it so nice? The thread, the stitching, like it in and of itself, so nice quality. We wouldn't expect this in a normal shop. Like, does this?
Each of these robes is worth 75 gold pieces.
Oh.
How
Are there
many
two?
people in else can
There's
make
just
them?
2?
No, there's 8 of them.
Stuff
8?
them in the back.
I also would love to know who in else can make something this
I
nice.
think that's actually a really good decision for us to take them to find
Yes.
out who made them.
It would take some time to figure that out. From here, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Oh no, I'm not worried about it now. But
What
that's
if they're
a pin in the
imported?
pocket.
Oh, they could be imported.
You begin stealing the robes.
Oh my god, who did we turn into? I'm awful good. What
got
are
a
you
bag
doing
of
to
holding.
me?
I'm not still stealing anything. It's all been you today.
No, it's all been Quiddy.
It has all been good.
As you're
and
heading
the
towards
dawn.
this, I will let you know the last room of this floor. Gazing into the room, there's a couple of things about it. Again, very fine. This like that entry we were in before, is incredibly nice. There is a custom-made curved table along one of the walls here, and several of these nice stools that would allow you to comfortably speak. A wine rack that contains several bottles still. There's a small openable shelf that has several bits of glassware in it, so people came here and drank and spoke, most likely. Probably more interesting are the 2 large circles on the ground, one of which is quite a bit larger than the other. The first is made of what looks to be... It looks like there's a chalk circle that has been finely made all the way around the central portion of the room. Lit candles giving it a very fine appearance here. Although, looking at these strange etchings around the circle, it does not appear to be words, but instead some sort of magical symbols. There, a smaller circle of powdered silver, which is quite instantly familiar as the spell Magic Circle, is on one side of the room and about 10 feet wide, containing inside of it a Mezzoloth. It stands holding a pitchfork, looking at all of you.
This is like what we.
The big circle has nothing inside of it except for a very finely polished floor.
Yeah, don't step into the circle, though.
Yeah, it looks
Is
like
it?
really.
There's also the
dangerous
ladder on the
hostage.
far side of the room has been somewhat obscured by being painted the same color as the wall, but you're able to see on your way up.
Don't shake the Yottlegirt in front of the Mazelon.
The other big circle. I've seen it like a.
It turns to face Silas.
Yeah.
It taps the edge of the magic circle, which like ripples out an arcane magic, kind of shocking it a little bit. It's just constantly testing to see if the circle has worn off.
I just want to see if it blinks. This is a staring contest. This is
It has gross bug eyes.
You can't seal that, right? We can't do another sealing?
No,
It's
we don't have what we
temporary seal.
need.
But this feels like a threat for if we go upstairs.
Why is it you have threat upstairs?
I don't think that I can do anything about this,
Yeah.
though, right now.
We
What do you
could
need?
just ignore it.
Like the forge and the clay and the
I still
silver.
have the kill.
The other circle.
And he's right above our heads right now. If we start trying to seal his little monster, he's just gonna let it free anyway.
Does the other circle? I feel like I don't know if I've seen
Make an Arcana check.
teleportation. Okay.
Did we bring holy water?
That's gonna be 17.
17. So, looking over this for a brief bit of time, given that the player, have an inkling and are asking a specific question, do I recognize this as a form of teleportation? I can tell you. If you're just doing normal spell of identification with no more information, that's actually a fail. But this is the spell Teleportation Circle. that has been set up here. This is used for people to come and go. So you're not sure. You can't tell with that roll which it's used for, if one or the other. Maybe it's for both.
Should we break it?
I have a flask of holy water and 3 wooden stakes, if that's what you're looking for.
Let's just splash it.
Can I ask what I know about teleportation circles?
Teleport-
as a character?
Teleportation circle? I mean, you know the basics of it as you would know
Like,
as a
it's
player.
a symbol on a ground.
There's a sigil on this ground. It has a complex series of runes around that take quite a bit of effort to memorize and are currently beyond the skill of the two of you to replicate.
Safe than sorry.
It is used to teleport quite far. You're aware of that.
Do you have some chalk? I have writing supplies. I don't know if that includes chalk.
I mean, if you want to go chip off a piece of stone, you could make some markings.
Deal
You could ruin the
mirrors.
floor.
I just want to
You
scribble
want to just
in
ruin?
it.
Yeah, you see a magic circle on the ground. You want to go freaking ruin it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's what
I
was gonna
scribble
say,
on
let's
it.
Break it.
Yeah.
You just kick the chalk.
Don just takes his hammer, leans over, and starts dragging as he's walking
Nice.
behind you.
No more running.
What
away.
are we doing this for?
So that
To get rid of our ability to teleport back to Else if for any reason we end up off plane.
so that the wizard can't run away.
Okay.
Okay, that's actually reasonable. Never mind.
Yeah.
I just thought this
I
was
thought we
like
were
a
gonna break it.
dangerous version of hopscotch, but
Should I
I
get
mean-
the silver over there too?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, guys. I can see the monster.
No.
Cool.
I had to bite one of those once, and that was the worst.
That was really bad.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Cool. So now the wizard. can't
Oh,
run away.
I could taste it for a week.
Oh, that's
I'm
bad.
sorry.
Do we go up the ladder and
We go
go
up the ladder.
Cast magic circle. Can we attack through magic circle and kill this thing while it's trapped in there?
So technically, yes. But we weren't the ones to cast magic circle, so I don't know how that would interact. But technically, you could
You
cast.
can technically do that.
You can
Could you
technically do.
recast magic circle around it so that way if
You-
the
Do
you
other
wanna
magic
spend the-
circle breaks?
I don't think I have the spell components to
What do you need?
that.
Because there was a room of like other components and stuff.
While they're figuring that out, I'm just gonna light cantrip on my weapon and stand next to it brightly in front of it. Just getting a little closer to the face.
You put the hammer in the circle at any point?
No.
Okay.
Just like right by.
I want to know if you do.
Right by the edge. Just want a little teasing with it.
So I think leaving this thing here and trying to go upstairs sounds like a bad idea because we don't know who controls this magic circle and when it's gonna leave. I feel like that's a trap for us. to
100
bust.
gold pieces worth of powdered silver and iron or holy water. Or 100 gold pieces, sorry. The powdered silver or iron.
I ain't got that.
Are you doing anything with this circle or not? Quick vote.
I said we just go
I
upstairs.
say we go upstairs.
No, no, no. Yes.
I don't know what this is, so I'm just like,
The
it
nose
looks fine
have
to
it.
me.
I'm just concerned about using our spell slots here
Yeah.
whenever we're about to fight a wizard.
We have
Yes.
held on to all of our resources. Let's
right.
use them.
Let's just use them against
Against the
Zerathal, and then we can deal with this problem whenever it eventually comes back to bite us.
In the ass.
You want to go up the ladder first, or you want me to?
Oh, I'm used to it at this point.
You all begin ascending up this ladder, trying to make your way up into, presumably, the top level here. As you begin moving up, opening up this relatively concealed trapdoor. I know, just too many trapdoors, man.
Right? I mean, it's a
Living in a vertical house sucks. You have to use ladders and stairs all the time. But as you proceed forward, you are met with a small stone room. The outside, the familiar brick of a tower. As you begin climbing up, there's a bit of a dustiness to this room, but you can certainly tell that you're on the outside because there's a wall further. There's a window in the wall further forward. Pointed at you is one of these skulls, which begins to speak as you enter.
I love another firebolt at it.
Oh my god. I'm kind of curious what
26.
I'm gonna cast Shield. So roll your damage, because that'll still hit as he tries to talk to you.
I say no. Oh, only 10 points of fire damage.
10 points of damage. I'm gonna continue talking.
I will also firebolt it.
Yeah,
Oh
go.
my
You can go for it.
That's not gonna hit.
Ismene. Imagine the House of Summer, with an army who could protect it, ever vigilant, Callister's leading an unrivaled force to ensure that no more branches are cut from the Tree of Summer. It is not outside of your grasp.
Yeah, I can do it, but why would I do it like you are? There's far more humane ways to get bodies.
Oh, God.
Your scruples are admirable, but will lead to the death of many you hold dear in the end.
Oh, you mean like you want to cut this one open? Play around a little bit? Talking about cutting branches off?
This one?
Shh, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay.
I can understand how you believe that your allies' exsanguination would be inappropriate, and it is something we could discuss in an academic sense to determine the most efficient means of protecting our peoples.
Who do you
But understand that my research is too important to let a group of would-be heroes interfere.
I think you're misunderstanding me, fundamentally. I may appreciate the fact that you have no moral qualms about what you do. I understand that. Every good researcher should have boundaries that they're willing to cross, but this is one that I will never cross. And,
What is it you require, then?
my mission and your mission run completely counter to each other. I end every threat to Lilier's life.
A pity. It would have been most fortuitous if you and I could have worked together, as I believe we could have protected something much greater. It is a shame you are unable to view the big picture.
Never
I'm gonna be
explained
casting a spell.
Can we shoot it with firebolts?
You can go ahead and start shooting this with a firebolt. That's absolutely fine.
No.
I can't wait to hear what his big
That's not
picture
one.
is.
It's
This
probably
die is
to
retired
Zombify
for-
elves.
A trio of these bolts burst out as the skull shatters. As these bolts flying through the air, I'm gonna go ahead and split these up. I'm gonna go ahead and Gwynwyn, Ismini, and Ililie. Each of you are gonna take 3 points of damage as the magic missile strikes you.
Cool. I have a full board, so that's done.
Alright, fuck this skull. I'm gonna take a shot.
It's already.
You want to hit it anyways?
Oh, is it dead?
You want to shoot at the
never
the
mind.
remnants?
The eyes explode when it casts the spells, whatever.
I'm just gonna knock the skull off with a mage hand.
Like a cat.
All right. There is a door before you.
Is there anything, like, was the skull sitting on anything? A shelf or anything?
There's a small shelf here. In
Cut
fact,
me open, by the way.
I won't be coy about it. Let me go ahead and
can
bring
make
up
more
the
black
battle
ones.
map here. I'll go ahead and expand that so people can see.
I'm gonna regret this.
Keep producing blood.
If you're still worried about the thing downstairs, do you want to push the shelf over the trapdoor?
I say yes. I don't want it coming up behind us.
Blocks
Sure.
away. It blocks
Go ahead
it
and take a
away.
little bit. Let me go ahead and get rid of this skull.
What is the thing that you used? It was so little and cute.
Oh, it's a small gem that I have.
Connor keeps eating it. That's why.
Yeah, that's
we
why.
use it.
Yeah, Kona keeps eating them.
Can I
Not
make
even-
a harder
Yeah,
something,
Connor
by
eats
the way?
them for sure.
You want to ignite it?
I
Make
get
it big or
confused. I
small?
think they're candy.
I'm going full blast.
All
Unless
right.
it's gonna blind anyone.
No, it won't. You make this radiant blade suddenly 60 feet out worth of light. 30 bright, 30 dim.
Wait,
It's incredibly bright here.
do you have sunlight sensitivity?
No, he's a half drow.
Tell us so.
During the day.
That sound.
You spent an entire campaign in how? Why are you upset?
It would be like
What?
your Rockley waits moment. You'd be like, oh yeah, I haven't
actually
capped
has
this whole
sunglasses?
time.
We have an option here because I will let you all know. I'm gonna do everyone a favor as we make a decision if we're gonna take our break now or if we want to wait a little bit longer. As I place Zerathal on the battle map. While you're not entirely aware, you can hear the sounds of slightly accelerated breathing in the next room.
Oh, someone's nervous.
Or angry.
Should we take our break a little early tonight?
Yeah.
We're gonna take it early, and when we get back, you're all going to we're doing a little initiative rolling.
Got a little bit of
Stay right there.
Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Don't move.
Get more
Don't
beer.
move. That popcorn, it can wait.
No, go get
No,
the
no,
popcorn.
the pop, it's 5 minutes. Go get it
Run.
now. Go get it now.
Just give us like 5. We'll be right back.
All right.
the popcorn.
We'll be
More beer.
right back. We appreciate you so much. And when we get back, I'm gonna kick their butt with a necromancer.
All right.
Well, you're gonna try.
You're gonna try.
I'm gonna do. Welcome back, everyone. We've got a battle here. Maybe there'll be a peaceful negotiation. We haven't rolled initiative quite yet, so we'll have to see what our players are doing.
I think we're gonna go for aggressive negotiation.
Players, as you're here and you begin to merge, these last couple of seconds, there was a discussion about possibly casting a buff spell. I will allow this, but know if there's any sort of offensive magic, there's no surprise here. You both know what's coming.
Right.
We good? Step in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mind link with Ismini before we go in. I'm just gonna say, give the go ahead.
Okay.
I know I've gone.
As all of you, as you begin stepping into this next room, go ahead and, if one of you guys want to help me begin moving us forward, so I can go ahead and place what the actual room looks like more specifically.
Please put me in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all. I was like,
Yeah, please.
Oh, just to let you know, I went shield in one hand,
Thorn's good out
small
there.
hammer in the other.
Right.
I'll stay here, guys.
It's a Taz.
As you all begin emerging into this room, a couple of things to note. Zerathals stand there. Looking at you, you see the Goliath man from before. Slightly smaller than some of the Goliaths you've seen in your lifetimes. But he stands there, tall, a wide hood covering the majority of his face, some of the darkened tattoos you've seen of many Goliaths. A mechanical serpent-like creature with long bat wings has folded itself up, wrapped around one of his arms. He stares at you. A trio of him kind of moving around him, flickering in place. He stands there looking at all of you. Well, I suppose all attempts of negotiations have broken down at this point.
You mentioned the bigger picture.
I'll admit it's a bit of a surprise to see you've been listening, given how you've been tearing apart my tower.
You showed us. Let's remember that too.
Yes, do tell me how I forced you to dive into the sewers, or however you made it to the entrance to my home, face down with a greater demon, and enter it, slaying no small number of my creatures.
Your people, the people you reanimated. How do you not expect someone to stop you? This should have been understood beforehand. It's inherently evil.
I think you got a little bit of a disconnect from reality.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's all the time in the tower, considering that we've only ever really run into
Yeah,
it.
I'm thinking like maybe like mild psychopathy. I don't know. I'm not an
Touch some
expert.
grass.
Who hurt you as a
Are
child?
you familiar with Orcus, the god, or the demon prince of undeath? You've heard the name, surely. You've done your studies.
Yeah.
Slain over a century ago. And what of Zariel, Lord of Avernus, deposed? And what, as he begins pacing, walking between these golem-like creatures, looking at these, you've seen this sort of magic before. This trio of beefy undead nearby reminds you of what you met long ago, although no words, no sign of intellect is behind their face. These hardy undead. Additionally, further off in the room, there's a quartet of these skeletons holding spears and shields who look to you unmoving. And what of Corlon Lorathian? Slain, power siphoned by some of his own people, the elves he sought to create.
You said Coralon in the same sense as Orcus?
Yeah, of course. They all are dead.
Each of these,
that goth.
and nigh a half dozen more celestial beings in the span of a few dragons' wings. Dead, gone. Why?
Makes you realize how small you are, doesn't it?
Well, I mean,
So powerful beings have cropped up in the meantime.
I think it's just
Power
a changing
comes,
of
power
the tide.
goes.
It happens.
Yes, but what I am interested is consider if someone is working all of these things behind the scenes, if those who have come before and been slain are by some plot, or even without some malefactor hiding in the background. With those greater powers out of place, what threat could potentially come, and with the higher planes undefended, crush down upon the material realm?
Look, even
Without defense.
what proof have you of somebody behind all those seemingly events.
He narrows his eyes at you. Perhaps a small token. Have you heard of the false Hydra? It is a foul beast. At one point, the Joyatil, the foe of your kin, used it to hide the names and identities of several of their higher-ranking members. I would like to know who provided them with an ancient creature who predates the birth of the Nine.
Overwhelmingly, somebody who also has been forgotten to time.
With Coralon gone, what protects the material? And so I do my research. I shall find a way to grant an army to protect elves and whatever else is out there that is willing to stand and face against the threats that will come against us. You must surely see. They lurk just beyond the vestiges of our vision. Something is there. Something is coming for us.
Wait, you got my
Gosh,
shit.
Warlons.
Why do you need to drain me of blood in order to figure this out?
The Undercroft has necessary purposes for you, and as I mentioned before, it is possibly an overreaction. As you demonstrated so perfectly for us, there are ways to seal more powerful fiends than I currently had access to, and with a more pure and direct source of necrotic, negative energy, I could perfect my designs.
So
He places his hand along one of the creatures. This one, a masculine undead creature. This one has become considerably more hardy than the variants and lesser failed experiments you've met in the past.
But
So-
I mean, there's ethical skeleton consumption. You could go to graveyard.
I purchase nearly everything that I have here. Where it comes from is not my concern. Yes, there is blood on my hands. But if I am right, think of how many I could save.
So,
Just
Body
thinking about
right.
things.
Zerathal,
Yes.
say this
baby.
works.
He looks at you, a glint of green in his eyes, and a smile on his face. Finally, you get it.
Say this works. You
Yes.
know, we prevent whatever disaster you think is going to happen. What happens after that? What do you do with this army you create? What position does this get you into?
What position would I need to be in? I would assume this sort of conflict would require a great many warriors. The chance of me surviving is not terribly high. But if my research complete, once my constructs are able to find the exact ratios we need to create the perfect undead, I've got a modicum of it.
I can't imagine the rest of the gods being happy with a human manipulating life.
What gave you so much self-importance to get here in the first place? Why is this your goal? What about you?
He's smart.
So
We've
yeah.
seen-
What other
Smart.
beings, save for the gods, would have given me the intellect to do this? I am not a grand being. I'm not promising myself a place in some future society. No! I will grind as many to dust to save the rest.
See, that's
I'm
where I
like
have
panicking
a
in your
problem,
head.
Mr. Zerathal.
I'm panicking in your head because I'm like, oh shit, he's got a really
I have
good
brought back
point.
wonders not seen since before the destruction of Orcus, and that is just a fragment. He was lacking creativity. With the mighty yet unintelligent forms of undead, we could protect them all.
This meaning. I have seen entire groups of people wiped out. People like this can't exist.
He paces.
He's willing to sacrifice anything
This
for
is
his
not
cause.
not from y'all's point of view, unless any of you, none of you can see magic passively.
No.
You have that ability. Cool. His eyes are glowing red, wisps or green. Excuse me, wisps of green light as he paces. Like you've not seen or heard him sound happy in any of your interactions. I must admit, I do associate with some who are quite beneath what my ideals are. But in the end, I shall be proven correct. We will have an opportunity.
I'm
How
gonna
do
use
you know?
subtle spell,
He can't. He has no idea.
and I'm gonna cast hex on him.
He's marked.
How do you know about the false Hydra? And why do you know about the false Hydra?
I have made it my life's journey to find out that which threatens the very plane that I live upon. I do not fancy myself some lofty savior. It is a moral duty to protect the basic existence of the plane.
How can you call it a moral duty if you're willing to sacrifice some for it? Can't you choose another route?
I will give the drop away for sake of the ocean.
That's what the Joy of Teal said, didn't they?
And we saw how their construct
they claimed, as their king Zybrecht did, that they were the race with which to rule this plane and the next. Fortresses on the parallel planes. I've even heard rumblings of outposts on the outers. I do not think that the Goliaths need to rise. My people are brutish, hiding away in their monasteries away from the rest of society. Ugh. Society is what I'm here to protect.
A man like you seems to have thought of everything. If you were to fall today, what kind of a backup plan did you create? Straight up.
I believe that those who sponsor my research will continue in my stead.
So our work won't end here tonight.
No, I'm afraid this diversion has ideally given me enough time to ensure that all of the appropriate protocols are in place. Well, is there anything else?
You think with Corlon being dead that we're in danger?
I do believe so.
But there's other gods who would protect the material plane. Why do you think that with just Corlon gone?
The Moon Mother, surrounded, choked by those mists. Surely another plot for her death. How many more will fall before we do something about it?
We have the shield.
Coralon, Zariel, the holy sword of Paralyte, lost to the ages. What number of legends, deities, and yes, Orcus was a terrible monster, but he is dead. And now the undead have their own designs. I am attempting to put them in their place, unintelligent, if an unyielding force for our people, the materials.
Why undead? Why not bring them back to life? But better.
Ah.
Why can't they have a mind of their own?
Well, I believe you encountered one of my failed experiments as I sent Jared and Orwin to retrieve it.
Yeah, the
I
dead.
know, I'm just mad about
Ah.
Jared existing.
Not about.
That, well, it would certainly be a more lofty and idealistic goal. I have found that those creatures, when an undead is given sentience, it may choose its own goals rather than protect valiantly. The materials, please.
Would you hand over your forces to a king or power greater than yourself?
Of course, I do not make an army for myself. He kind of tilts his head, just like genuine confusion. I am a scholar, not a general.
Then why hasn't a king taken up your offer?
Mudruss is a weak fool.
Is he the only one you talked to?
About the King of Vessel.
I'm assuming you've been turned down more than once, it sounds like.
It would be a fool's errand to suggest necromancy to King Sigurd.
He has a point.
Venser, he's pretty pragmatic.
If you're not building,
No response.
if you're not building, if you're not building an army for a king, then what organization is sponsoring you?
If you would like more information, it's simple. Lay down your arms and we may speak. But you have me at a bit of a disadvantage.
We're in your house.
You have a skeleton surrounding us.
You're
Yes.
holding an arcane focus.
You have come here with all of the fiery passions that youth and ideals offer you. I have just the raw truth. What I am doing is necessary. You are just doing what you believe is right.
When you were youthful, would you have done something different?
Lay down your hammer, Lux, or perish.
You're gonna kill us?
You will be kept alive for a time until we determine if it is the blood of the summer or if it is that of your ancestors that is more relevant here. Oblivion is not a very good alias for someone with such famed parents.
Called out.
You know what? That one's fair.
I will say this for one last time. Lay down your weapons and your lives can be spared.
I say my weapon's command word and start casting the light cantrip.
Roll for initiative.
I have to roll.
I almost thought we weren't gonna fight him.
I was like, wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah, we almost.
Am I getting somewhere?
You almost said you almost turned us into an evil campaign. We
I'm
almost went
convinced.
evil.
Okay, listen. You've convinced his meaning 100%.
Yeah.
Neutral. Neutral, not good. Neutral. Neutral.
Or him. You or him.
Me, not
His
good.
Very well.
Oh, I truly believe.
All
that
right,
nothing
initiative,
can
going on the
stand
table.
between you and
Laurentius.
Like
19.
for me and what I want.
What's your dexterity modifier?
1.
What'd you get?
19.
Don't get into melee with them.
19
Him?
for Thorn. Silas.
20.
Oh shit.
Whoa, nice.
16.
16 for Gwynwyn. Ismini?
16.
Dexterity.
2.
Do a roll off as I'm going on Elilia.
12.
19. I'm before Gwynwyn.
Meanie goes first.
Oh, Adon goes on my turn, or should Adon?
Don will go on your turn. Make it
Okay.
easy. I'll even put and Adon for my convenience. All right.
Shit. I don't want to kill him.
Let me. do one other thing.
There's so much going on in this room too.
Playing the Zerathal theme.
I have a feeling we'll be seeing Zerathal again, even if we do kill him.
Yeah.
Contingency. He's a wizard.
Contingency, homunculus, clone.
Hey, that's why I asked what his backup plan was.
Yeah,
Silas,
clover.
you have the drop on him. Igniting your so I will ask. Mechanically, if you'd like to have already had your thing lit, that's fine. If you actually want to cast light on this turn, it would be an action. So
And
you
it's
came with a glowing hammer. You emblazoned the light.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I forgot one other thing.
What? Who are you? I've never seen your chest before. Who?
I know.
What is this?
I know. There's like
Look at
objects
this
and
behind
everything.
the screen.
Full human body?
I thought he
I have
was.
legs too, but the leg cam is illegal.
I thought the brain in a jar was just like a euphemism for you. Euphemisms.
You just.
Oh no,
It
we're
was
at
a
end of an era.
DMPC we accidentally
Silas, as we begin the battle, you stand here. Nearby are a collection of the burlier undead. These boyos right here. You've not fought against Sulu. If they're, let's assume they're as strong as Sulu. You know these are beefy boys with quite a few resistances. They're quite durable. Zerathal stands behind the mirror images. There's 3 mirror, so you see 4 total because there's 3 illusory forms of him. And you have a collection of skeletons additionally around the room.
I am gonna start body blocking for Lilier and Ismini, so kind of standing in between them and the skeletons, but still within reach of my weapon if possible.
Okay, you are still within. You can swing with your extended range at that undead there.
And I'll be making 2 swings.
There.
Is that
That's
cocked?
cocked, yeah, for sure.
Oh, I know. So, would a 14 hit?
A 14 to hit the undead is a hit. Is your weapon magical?
Nope.
It takes no damage.
No.
No damage.
Well, this is good to know. Just gonna put my shield out and pray a little bit. Literally. I'm not sure which god at this point.
All right, we're gonna continue. That is going to be Zerathal's turn.
He's gonna move.
Yeah. Zerathal is going to begin casting a spell.
Counterspell.
Would you like to make an Arcana check to attempt to identify the spell
Yes, please.
before making your decision?
Math 20.
A math 20.
Yeah.
That is going to be enough to get you everything. He is casting the spell Polymorph.
I don't trust that. Counterspell.
Counterspell. Go
level?
ahead and make me an intelligence check. DC
Math
14.
20.
You're totally fine. He begins casting his spell. You were able to, as a reaction, you snap your fingers, pulling your wand out, and are able to destroy the spell itself. For a brief moment, Adon, besides just the beard, you saw rapidly growing orange hair over the top of his head. He's going to become some sort of furry creature. Putting the cat miniature right back there. And that spell is now broken. His spell dispelled. He tuts under his breath and is going to move into the next room.
Oh, you dumb.
me go ahead and have him. He's not hiding, so you can hear him. He is going to move over to this side. Cool. All right, that'll then be Thorn's turn. Laurentius, the door itself is like a jar. It's not like locked or anything, and you could move through as an object interaction.
Yeah, I'll take 2 Eldritch Blasts at these guys.
All right, taking a shot, firing both of them at the same person. Go ahead and give me your attack roll. I feel so naked right now, guys.
Right?
18 is the lower one.
18 is the lower one. Both of those are hits. This is force damage.
Yes.
This all goes through.
Why don't I have force damage?
21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. This undead, this very humanoid creature, tattered clothes and patches of mismatched flesh strike against it. It doesn't grunt. It doesn't whisper.
Yeah.
Its mouth doesn't move at all. But all that damage seems to go through. There is, additionally, just giving you some more narration now that we have this, there is a small door here and a small door over here that are both currently closed, as well as on the far end. Oh, this is messed up. This is supposed to actually be open. There's an open door leading out into, that would be, I'm the north. That would be the eastern side, the eastern path along the wall itself.
Do we see the skull to the east?
The what?
The skull?
Yeah, this guy.
The green.
Yes, there is a skull here on
Okay.
the map.
I didn't know if we noticed it.
No problem.
We may need to destroy that so we can't cast spells from the other room.
Okay.
And is there anything else on your turn, Thorn?
Yeah, I want to shove that skull off of the shelf.
Okay, it fails to save automatically. What I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna have you make me a spellcasting ability check, so with your charisma, and on a, I'm gonna call it a DC 15, it's just facing the wrong way.
Plus it, oh, it's 14.
Okay. So you knock it here. I am gonna... Okay. I'm taking note of that. It falls to the ground a little bit, not enough for it to damage one of the gems here. And that's action, bonus action.
Done.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're gonna keep going down the line. I'll keep things moving. Is Meanie and Adon your next? Gwyn, when you're on deck.
It is Meanie's turn. I'm gonna drop a shatter, so I hit all 3 of the little flesh golems in front of me.
Very rude. What kind of saves am I making?
Con. They're probably good at this, but
DC
16.
16. We have 2 fails. 3 fails.
Okay, that is 19 points of thunder damage.
It is thunder damage.
Yes.
They get struck, and they certainly took some of this damage. It doesn't look like it was entirely effective.
Okay, and then anything not tied down in the area gets destroyed.
All right, and
Thank you.
you blow the door off its hinges. It fires out, shattering against the far wall. A cacophonous ringing sound as all of this happens. You hear what sounds to be chairs being pushed pushed along the wooden ground in the room that's behind Laurentius.
I'll take 2
There are
AOs.
humanoid
I'll
figures.
take 2 AOs to move into the next room so I can see there.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I'm not letting him out of my sight.
You could just take 1 instead, go this
Okay,
way.
cool. I'll go that way.
Right, looking at my AOO.
Yep.
Nope. It's gonna be a miss. One of them reaches out trying to do a slam attack, striking against you, and is not quite able to hit you. That was this one here made his reaction. We're then gonna move on to Adon. Mr. Castillo.
Okay. Adon's gonna just move up to the skeleton right here, closest to where Klala is sitting, and make his heavy swing attack. Or
Sure.
Can he go around to the other side?
Not a problem. Go ahead and give me his strike.
That is a 9 plus 7, 16 to hit.
16 to hit is a hit, and it appears they are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Great.
This thing explodes.
14 plus 4, so yeah.
Oh my god.
Gwynwyn, go ahead and let me know what you're doing on your turn.
The big metal thing in the corner.
There is
that's
a large statue, a large suit of armor. What was that?
Adon has more movement.
Perfect. He keeps moving.
But it's not currently moving.
As far as you can tell, it's not moving.
All right. I'm going to do a flaming spear right in front of that doorway.
Do we happen to have a red ring? I'm gonna take this red ring from you. And Connor, here's the flaming sphere.
Where are you gonna put it? Right here?
No, the other doorway that we hear sounds, the chairs
this
moving
one.
and stuff.
Oh my god.
so good.
Can I just say, I'm so excited for you to get Fireball.
Wait, you can.
I'm not. I have nice building histories, and she's gonna burn them down.
Yeah.
No, very good play. And is that anything else on your turn, Gwynwyn?
I'll just move over closer to L.
Sure. Did you want to step into this room with the door open, or are you moving
No,
here? Okay.
Just there, yeah.
Sorry, I'm putting you into an actual space, L.
Yeah, start with first.
Excellent. We'll then go to. I'm so sorry, Alilia, you're next.
Yeah,
You're the
sorry.
next player.
Sorry, Gwitty, I'm gonna move.
I just wanted to get closer
Already?
to doorway.
Top all NPCs from now on.
Uh,
All right, moving up.
I can get here.
Excellent.
It's not quite flanking, that's okay.
You can get here.
yeah, I'm still.
I would take an AOO.
You could just go this way instead.
twice
You are now flanking.
Cool, so I'm gonna move up there. I'm gonna bonus action.
Because he has a
first.
reached weapon. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you using your reached weapon or a shield?
Whenever I said the I activate the light, I reach
Oh,
weapon.
perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
No
I'm gonna use
shield,
my
mace
weapon
is
first
lower.
with lightning. And then I'm going to swing twice. So do you want me to go ahead and roll both?
Yes, you're using lightning damage?
Yes.
Don't roll the lightning.
So that's going to be 8th math 20. And then a natural 20.
All right, those both hit, and the magical damage all goes through. The magic weapon damage all goes through. The lightning is fully ignored. As you strike, it doesn't look like there's any. You've seen like muscle spasms when you've hit someone before. None of those motions happen here. It's
So-
deadened against the flesh.
Plus 10 to this.
Plus 10. All right, you keep adding that up for me as you strike the rightmost one of these people. Actually, it's the last player, so I'm gonna wait a moment.
30 points. And 10 of that was radiant.
10 of that was radiant. Did you roll an extra one because it's an undead?
Yeah, I did.
Perfect.
Because I rolled in at 20, so I double.
But your weapon modifier, that would be radiant too.
Oh, I don't need. It's not doubled. It's not vulnerable to it. She just adds an extra die when she attacks undead.
I thought your damage was +5.
Yeah.
She
Oh.
hit twice.
Yeah, I hit twice, but I got a natural 20, so I rolled 68 plus
Great.
10. Yeah,
So yeah, plus 10 was
30.
correct.
30.
Excellent.
Even more, but
You
not-
can tell immediately after striking these. Both these guys are both these side ones are relatively hurt. She's fine.
Okay. I'm confused.
Oh, because I didn't say these 2d8 are radiant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So both of these guys are hurt, but they are not on death's door, although they are undead. As always, this sort of creature is a little bit harder to tell what is going on. When I touch the flaming sphere, what do I make a dex save? Is that how
The
that
deck
works?
save.
Cool. Jared Hill's blood is going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Jared! I wanted to kill him. Why is he so
Ooh, that's not good. Go ahead and roll that damage as Jared opens this door and pushes through this fire here.
Just go back in.
You know what? Since he's opened this door, I'll go ahead and put the rest of the people in the room.
You're right. Go back into the flames, Jared. Please go perish. Also, thank you for kidnapping me.
Is that?
Laurentius, as Jared leaps through the flames, you can see what looks to be some purple and black robed figures in the next room. A couple of them that are over there. You don't really have any knowledge of this other figure here, but I went ahead and placed that for convenience. Also, I messed up something, and I'm so sorry. But to be fair, this is all kind of happening at the same time. You'd be somewhat aware. A pair of creatures within this room, which we'll describe on your turn.
Great.
I do apologize for this. They didn't act at the moment, so it's totally fine here. Jared, as he emerges from this place here, kind of taking a quick survey of the room, closest enemy is going to be Laurentius. Although, Elle, if you turn and see him, he does give you a little bit of a smirk. Hello.
Flip them off.
He's going to take a step towards Mr. Thorn here. And Thorn, he's going to go ahead and make his 2 attacks with a short sword at you. Oh, God. Sorry, that's a mean way to frame that. Both above 20.
Both above 20.
Above 20.
He'll hit.
Both hit. And now he does not have advantage. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that damage. 9 points of piercing damage as he comes through, slicing and slashing as he comes trying to bring you down. And is going to go ahead. He's actually going to move a little bit further here, kind of moving around.
And he took
the room.
12 points of fire damage.
He did. which is not the best. Not what we. No, it's not our favorite thing, in fact.
Look, as long as his scarf doesn't get damaged, we've wanted that since the beginning.
It's a shirt, actually.
The red shirt.
So
He's a wicked scar.
you're mixing up different characters, Jake.
What?
We'll talk about it later. He's wearing he wears a shirt that has menacing, like black magical illusion around it. It's the red shirt. Adon has one of these. He just hasn't used it in front of you.
I thought that he had
His
the
shirt
red
is
and
magical.
black. I thought that Jared had the red shirt.
I thought
No,
it was. yeah.
Adon has the red shirt.
I'm
Jared
not
has a
really
black shirt that was
It, like,
giving off
changes-
swords. Yeah, there's like floating
Yeah, it
swords
was a
around
red
it.
shirt with swords.
No, you're mixing two things.
What? We both thought this. Are we crazy?
He was
because-
just really bloody the first time we met him.
Oh yeah. That's it. He was covered in blood.
I actually just described the miniature was how I described Jared.
So that's
So
how
it's
you're
for sure
So
not
we
red.
both just remembered red for some reason.
He's wearing a red bandana.
You know what? I
That
blame
might have been
Fella. I do.
We're then gonna go to
don't like
the
it.
skeleton's turn. They're spooky, they're scary, they're gonna stab your friends. Going ahead, moving him here, and the one that's here is going to turn around and attack Adon.
Great.
Adon, natural 20.
That'll hit.
And then, where's my third one? The 2 attacks on Laurentius. First one's with advantage, natural 20. And the second attack on Laurentius, well above a 20. Jeez. I'm so sorry.
2 nat
That's
20s.
not-
Yeah.
2
right?
nat 20s for.
Hey, write him down, Connor.
So,
As you get hit.
versus Laurentius, 13 points of damage.
It's not too bad.
And versus Adon, 3 points of damage. Oh, I'm so sorry. Adon, 7 total points of damage.
Okay.
I used to take such good notes. He had a red bandana with a gray shirt with shadow blades and illusory
Good
magic.
job.
I took such good notes in the beginning.
12 bottle cap. You know what? The entire thing of
Entire box.
bicycles.
No,
No,
you
no.
get it.
So we win this fight.
That is the skeleton's turn. All they do is they begin moving forward, begin trying to stab down. I'm gonna go ahead and use a legendary action at the end of my turn, which I know Victoria does not appreciate.
When do we get
And you
legendary action?
Ooh, you see that what happens is inside of this room, Zerathal, as he steps back, passing by tome after tome, raises one of his hands, and as he does, these 2 creatures here begin. These creatures, which those of you who looked inside that coffin before would have seen this, have dark gray skin, are sheathed in. They're wrapped around in this black draping cloth that covers their thinly hid, protruding spines on their back. But the face itself is a long, gaunt, open. It looks like an open mouth, though you can't see there's no actual mouth here. It's just this open well here, and they raise up elongated but like harrowingly thin arms and begin to march forward.
I hate that.
These are truly horrifying creatures.
Yay. I'm about to die.
I hate to ask this, but
We're all good.
are these part of the skeletons? I know they're not skeletons.
Oh no, they are not. These act on an initiative 1, which is where we are now.
Oh, great.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and start swinging with those boyos. We're going to move as follows. He wouldn't actually move there. I'm sorry. As they turn around, it's going to be one of them is going to strike at Ismini.
Is that the...
Look like it's going to be hitting. Yeah, it's not a crit. It's just really, I've rolled a bunch of 18s. Don't look at my dice.
I'm sorry, you
I'll
made
get
a
the
face.
screen
I'm like
back.
loving
Made a
watching
face.
you roll dice, and I'm like, I must see every die.
Not to, we're all
Yeah, that'll hit.
Soaking it in.
Something was important, please.
It's going to be 18 points of damage.
Dang it! My ward
Strike
goes
down
poof.
on you.
Oh no, does the damage bleed through?
Yeah.
I just imagine
I can't
a
project my
little
ward
like
now to
fart
protect
noise,
people.
just like
No, it's fine.
And then 2 swings are coming at Ililie. That's going to be 1 hit. Would
I
you like to use your reaction?
I'm going to use my reaction to use the reply. So
Rude.
I use my once per.
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
This is long rest, but it's supposed to be short rest for the reply.
I don't have that item on me. Because we're not sure, what we're going to do is we're going to do a simple roll. Roll a d20. On a 10 up, you can use it.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not certain.
I'll just use my other reaction instead.
Perfect. It's 15 points of damage currently.
I will.
You could reduce that to 0 theoretically, couldn't you?
I could theoretically, because. So. 10. 13. So you said.
It was 15 points of damage, so you're going to reduce it to 2. Perfect. We're gonna go to the top of round 2. You start to hear shouting from the east, off in the far distance. Silas, that's you first, my friend.
Oh god. Thorn's in trouble. I'm gonna start moving towards Thorn, and the free action combat superiority die, we're swapping places.
No, take a swing. Okay.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, this is a free. He hasn't used his action yet.
Oh, you wanted me to hit there with advantage first?
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about you not dying, but I can still move you later.
I'll be okay.
So I'm gonna swing, twice at Jared. Poor Jared.
All right, coming down, trying to swing at Jared.
Math 20 for the first one.
He went at Jared. That's a hit.
Can I just roll both? Oh gosh. You want me to just roll both?
Yes, I do.
Ah! Natural 20 for 26.
Oh, rude.
But all attacks against them have advantage until my next turn. Crush
That's really good. You strike him and he's slightly dazed as you hit him, like just below the neckline, and you can see he's really just taken out of it for a brief moment. Go ahead and roll that damage. These I love having matching dice. I wanna when I'm a player, I wanna have all dice that are the same color. It's so easy to read a bunch of dice when they match.
Probably. So it's 20 damage overall.
20 points of damage overall. I like it.
And then I am gonna kind of move next to Thorn and shove him behind me.
Sure. Which direction are you moving him?
Chords 20. Yeah. Did I say 20?
Course 20.
Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
fine. I've just had my first sip of a beer tonight.
Not the most successful at wording. I get it.
No, but he adds
I'm
6 to his
sorry.
HP until next turn.
Oh, okay, cool.
You look like you might have needed it.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and Silas. That's gonna be Zerathal's turn. Zerathal, seeing what's going on. You insolent! What is the purpose of this battle? If you could have simply joined me, and we could have protected your people as well.
Means.
Do we all count as your people? Like, I know I count, but like...
Yes.
I'll begin
All
casting a spell.
Count. Can I try to identify
Make
it?
your Arcana shot.
21.
21. He's casting Fireball.
Counterspell.
Automatically succeeds.
Great.
I see why you saved those spell slots.
Do you understand why I may have not used my 3rd level spell slots when we were gonna go fight a wizard?
He continues backing up. You see that as he passes by another shelf, a kind of neglected bed, to be honest. You look like you're in his bedroom. He's backing up further and further. That is going to then be Thorn's turn.
Yeah.
You're in danger.
I'll swing around.
You already have advantage on Jared, no matter where you go.
Okay.
It's still cool.
I like where I'm at.
Away from the skeletons.
Exactly.
It's fair.
Yeah, I'll take my my swing.
You're next.
I'll cast Booming Blade. I'll take my sword up in 2 hands and swing down.
Okay.
Advantage.
Oh yeah, advantage. Totally forgot.
I told you like 6 times.
You've got it two
Oh.
different
Good
ways.
thing.
Natural one on that one.
Yeah.
Write it down though.
I am.
We're so close to
All right, go ahead and roll your damage against Jared.
Plus 5 is 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage, and he's surrounded by a shimmering field.
Yep. Bonus action: shove the skeleton into the flaming spear.
Rude.
That is going to be a success.
What's fair?
And you try to, the skeleton is almost shunted into the space, but is absolutely fine. You begin to hear some murmuring from the other room. It's kind of hard to hear over the sphere of fire.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
All right.
Look, if you want allies, you have to jump through some fire first.
Continuing
fire
on,
and
is
flames.
Meanie and Adon, what do you have for me?
I begin casting a spell.
Is your spell a cantrip?
No.
Okay. I'm going to do nothing.
I am going to roll 3d20. I'm casting Scorching Ray, and they're all going at Zerathal.
Oh, cool.
The lowest one is a 23 to hit.
It's the lowest.
Yeah.
Literally.
She wants to hurt him, it seems.
Not a natural 20.
No natural
but-
20s.
No.
A 15, a 17, and a 19.
Those will all hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, so that'll be
66, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, at least 66.
No adding
Do
to
you
it,
do
though.
sixes?
No,
No, I got 'em. I got prepared.
Oh, okay.
That's a 6. That's a 6. points of fire damage.
28
Sorry.
points of fire
That's
damage.
okay, thank you for
to Zerathal.
helping. I just got lost
better
because there were
than winning.
numbers.
Okay.
What?
And I'm going to stay where I am because I don't want to be AOO'd to death. Which is where I am.
I'm going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn to cast a spell.
It was now my turn. May I try to identify the spell?
Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, I'm so sorry, Victoria. I messed up. We're not going to go roll back, but I did forget he has mirror images. Attack roll that would have... I would have rolled for it. It's fine.
Okay, 26.
26. He's casting the spell Invisibility.
Just set the room on fire. We don't need to see him. You okay?
Just let it go.
I'm gonna let it go. I was considering not letting it go and then just ruining my day.
Do you still know where he is?
I'll
with
probably
Hex?
lose it anyway.
No, I'm putting Hex right there. Because he hasn't hid. Everyone knows where he is still.
Yeah.
He just moved the hex around.
I just moved the body. Okay. Adon. What is Adon? Is he's hitting the skeleton?
Adon's gonna disadvantage hit the skeleton and try to blow it up. That'll be really low. 11.
Barely misses. As he brings it down, the shield of this skeleton able to kind of protect it in just the nick of time, shattering through portion of it. The shield's still functional, however.
I guess I
Then
don't have to do
It'll then
that.
be Gwynwyn's turn. Clella, you're next with a Liliac.
Firebolting Jared. I don't like Jared.
Firebolting Jared? Mm-hmm. I'm all for it.
Math 20.
Is Jared gonna
Yeah,
roll?
okay. I'm gonna ask Laurentius to make me a strength saving throw.
What a reaction.
9.
9 is a fail. Gwynwyn, you lob a bolt of flame. Using his offhand, he grabs Laurentius and pulls him into the way. Roll your damage.
Wait, what was the?
Oh, I'm so sorry. What is your AC? Because you have.
+6 to it.
So what was
21.
it to hit?
Huh? It was a 20. Math 20.
20.
21.
He pulls you in. Silas, you're able to bring your shield to bear over Jared, over.
I know, but I have long arms.
And you look at Gwynwyn for a moment.
Hey, that was my fault.
Look, it's probably not the first time you shot a fireball at him, anyways. Actually, I don't think it is.
Okay. It's the same. It does use the same roll. It just redirects the target of the attack. But that does not hit you. Very good. Silas, you're able to protect Laurentius from Gwynwyn's attack.
And Jared.
And that is that was anything else in your turn, Gwynwyn?
Nope, I'm keeping that flaming spear right there.
Perfect. We're gonna go to Ililia. It's your turn.
Peeking around this wall, I feel like I can just
Yeah,
look
you can
around.
see it.
What's this thing? What's the big well behind them?
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
I didn't think to ask that.
That's a good point.
25. I hit.
That is
Arcana.
some sort of old magical conduit. So you know that magic used to not be cast the same way it is now. Magic has only been growing, not receding in our setting. And so a long time ago, to cast higher magic, you needed a lot of people, a natural magical zone, magical creatures, or you could somehow condense it up into various materials, in this case, a crystal. And so you can't see any now looking around, this one doesn't seem like it's obviously attached to anything, but it is a large well with a 25. There is fire magic stored within this.
Cool, I'm gonna lob a firebolt at it.
Oh.
Dawn duck.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I don't think that's going to. Does a 14?
It's standing still, isn't
It's
it?
a large
Do
thing.
you have a note if my players hit this?
No. So there's a
If you did it, you
DC
should've.
for stone. There is a DC for stone and steel. I'm gonna ask you to roll the damage. I'm curious if you could overcome its hardness value.
Sure.
It's 2d10.
11.
11 points of damage. As you strike up against it, it doesn't seem like you've used a terribly effective form of damage against this, and it does not appear that the device has been damaged sufficiently.
Hey, these things are bombs. I'll just tell everyone that, and I'll stay where I am.
You said that after hitting it? Why did
End of your turn. I'm gonna use a legendary action. Go ahead and just one of these grates opens up and 2 skeletons emerge.
Should have dropped a bomb down there.
I told you. Well, Jay.
I think there's a lot.
That will be. That was L. So Jared's turn. Jared, kind of seeing the writing on the wall, seeing that people are over there messing around with Zerathal. It's gonna take the disengage action.
Oh, come on, bro.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh.
He's lived for a reason.
Can I bite him?
I don't have a bonus action, which is unfortunate because I've used it up. But I do have advantage, so I'm gonna go ahead and sneak attack with my scimitar on Ismini. First roll. That is a miss. Second roll. That is going to be 22 to hit. You have used your reaction already.
No, I didn't.
She didn't count.
Oh, you didn't counterspell the invisibility. You are correct.
I am gonna just go ahead and shield because I know there's more attacks coming at me. So I'm gonna shield.
Okay.
Wait, no, how much did you say it was?
22.
Never mind. It is. I can't do anything about that.
Okay. So sorry.
I thought it was. I heard the wrong number.
You're going to take 12 points of damage, piercing damage, and that is his entire turn. We're going to move on to the skeletons who are going to... I'm so excited about this. Silas, we're going to swarm you.
So did he moved, right, before my turn?
Yes, he did. Go ahead and roll that booming blade damage. The disengage got away from the AOs.
But
Not get away from the booming blade. Thank you so much.
9 points of thunder damage.
9 points of thunder damage. Oof, he does not like that.
Almost forgot.
Okay, that is then going to be so the skeletons. All the skeletons on this side end up swarming Silas. I only have one other skeleton here. It's going to be 4 attacks coming at you. Silonius.
That's hurtful.
Advantage first. 20.
Hits.
17.
Misses. Nope, exactly hits.
And then 2 regular attacks. Miss hit. So 3 hits.
Bring him on.
5, 8. 14 points of piercing damage. Spears stabbing into you, cutting through some of your armor. You're parrying them. Not all of these are actually literally cutting you. Like, there's a lot of stamina loss that's going on in here. And then we're going to move on to my... we're going to go ahead, leave Lilier's range. Go for Gwynwyn on this side.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You want to swing at the more injured or the one who's less injured?
I'm gonna swing at the more injured person.
Great. Go ahead and roll to hit. DC 12.
No.
Okay. Then they're going to each make an attack. No advantage on Gwynwyn. It's going to be above a 20 and a super miss.
Okay. Above 20 hits.
17 points of bludgeoning damage as this creature once again slams down one of its limbs. It's not punching you, it's hitting you with its forearm, just swinging. You hear, like, for a moment, something like a deep thud sound inside as one of its joints pops out and then pops back in the midst of the movement. And that is going to be its turn. It is going to be these strange creatures.
Okay.
I'm very excited about this. Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
The song is so familiar to my ears.
I think it's looping. I don't think it's playing through the playlist.
It is,
Let me fix that.
It almost reminds me of, like, I don't know, something from the 2000s.
Right, it's very, maybe from the age.
All right, the first of the Bodak are going to go ahead and move forward. The other one is going to stay where it is. So one of them is going to use its fist attack coming forward, trying to slash down on you. The other one is going to use its withering gaze. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. That is for Ismini.
Nat 20.
That is a success. You'll take half the damage. Is going to be, oh my gosh, 12 points of damage, half to 6. Necrotic damage. As it stares at you, you see its eyes itself are causing you harm as it slowly begins wandering towards you. Not enough to move a space, but it's just slowly moving towards you.
Like a little bloody.
Is it down?
The other side.
No. It's definitely a fight theme.
We've all heard Kevin MacLeod music. It's fantastic.
No, we're trying to figure out what gave me. I think it's meeting. They're thinking of a match.
That the one who's closer though is going to make its attack roll on you. It does not have advantage here. That is a natural 1. And we're gonna move to the top of the round. Silas, as you're here, I need you and everyone in the party to make me a DC 10 dexterity saving throw as the entire building rumbles slightly, and a crashing sound can be heard from far below.
Oh god.
Marcus,
What?
dex save 10, DC 10.
Nice.
Anyone who's failed is knocked prone.
I'm prone.
Okay.
Thank you. You're knocked prone.
How did Dawn do?
Oh,
He serves. He's
the
probably
Dawn.
good.
Prone.
Never mind.
He only has one arm, so he couldn't
Hey,
catch
the
his
weight's a
balance.
little bit. No, the weight's a little
No.
Yeah, it's too.
Okay.
I figured he had
Quick question. Is it a free action to drop a weapon?
Yes, but you can. So it's free to drop a weapon, and you can use your object interaction to draw a weapon. But to sheath the weapon is also your object interaction.
Alright. I'm gonna make 2 swings, one to the skeleton behind, one to the skeleton in front.
Are you attacking the prone ones or the not prone ones?
Not prone.
invisible body.
Cool.
First one. 12?
12 is a hit. I'm so sorry. 12 is just barely a miss. AC 13.
Painful. And then the opposite end. 19.
You dust it.
Perfect. Not leaving his AOO. I don't know if the prones can make a hit.
They can still make it, but just with disadvantage. Go ahead and just roll those.
Where are you going?
What?
19 and a natural 20, so a 19.
Ah! Yeah, that definitely hits.
And a miss on the other one.
Oh, the 19 definitely hits though.
6 points of damage. What are you doing as you're moving out of their range?
In between the skeleton and the one next to Gwenny. Actually, I'm gonna go even further. In between those two.
You get there?
Yeah, I drop my weapon, action surging. I'm going to grapple both of them, or attempt to.
Go there, you have advantage.
Grappling. I'm trying to pull them off Gwenny.
The other one misses. You're trying to grab both of them. You had your hammer. You dropped your big hammer's on the ground. You charge over, trunk out, hand out, trying to grab the two of them.
Is that?
18.
16s on both.
16 on both. I have an 18 on one, and the other one misses.
Okay, you grapple the one who's standing. Actually, I'm so sorry. Better.
Better.
If they weren't tied, I would have had to redo the whole thing, but because they were tied, I can just roll one.
Whatever rest of my movement, I'm gonna take to yank him a little way away from Gwenny.
Thanks.
He hit you for like 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not weak.
So whatever I can do to at least get one of them away from her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, that was action, bonus action.
We're gonna then move on to Zerathal's turn. Not hiding, but you can hear the sound of movement as bits of parchment and books are being moved around on the shelves. I'll go ahead and relocate where he is. He then mutters, "Get over here, Hill's blood." And that is going to be Thorn's turn. Is meeting your next. What do you have for me, Laurentius?
I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna attack this guy with his prone with the sword.
All right, go ahead and swing with advantage.
He's gonna erupt in green flame.
Oh, spicy.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
advantage.
He did say it at least.
Yeah, he'll get there.
Math 20.
Super hits.
9 plus 5. 14 points of damage.
All right, you dust the one on the ground, and the one nearby takes some fire damage, I believe.
11 points of fire damage.
11 points of fire damage?
Yeah.
You dust a second. You get the feeling you just barely got that last one.
Okay. Can I shove the guy on the ground just a little further away?
I'll make a strength saving throw with disadvantage. Natural 1 and a natural 2. So another natty 1, and it is you want to push him away from Gwynwyn?
Yeah.
It rolls on the floor, bop, like a weird kind of meat slappy sound. Is it? Gwynwyn, is this spell concentration? Because if it is, I do have to ask for you to make that save.
Right.
I'm sorry. DC 10.
Oh, 17.
Cool. You're fine.
Sorry. That's nice.
Okay. Then let's go after Thorn's turn. We're gonna go to Ismini and Adon. Gwynwyn, you're on deck. Ismini, you're on the ground. Jared is there. A Bodak, a horrifying undead is here. You're surrounded.
Great.
What are you doing?
I stand up,
Does not provoke.
and in the square to the northwest of, doesn't matter. In the square from the northwest of,
What are you trying to do? Just tell me.
Not the
Here?
square, but I'm gonna move to the right one square.
Okay. That'll provoke from the Bodak.
It's fine.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna drop a shatter on the 3 enemies in the room with me. It's not gonna hit me.
No, because you're just angling.
And I'm destroying the table and the thing over there as well. Make a con save.
Oh, is Shatter a cone?
No, shatter's a circle, but it's gonna. I'm putting it on that table basically.
Oh, so you're just not hitting this guy.
Right.
I misunderstood which
I'm
three.
hitting-
Perfect. And I make
yeah.
con saves.
Yeah.
Jared. 14.
Fail.
And then on the Bodax, super pass.
Okay, cool. That is 13 points of thunder damage, or half. If pass.
Okay.
And I'm now
13.
13.
All right. You strike out, shattering several objects in this room, blowing up portions of this. Small bits of dust and stone burst out here. Another loud ringing sound.
How is Jared looking?
Jared is looking pretty rough. He's taken some good hits, but this guy is pretty talented. It's kind of hard to get an exact gauge on that. You want to make me a medicine check? I can try to tell you more.
Did I hand you my potion earlier?
Yeah, I got one of the greater potions.
Did I hand you my regular potion of healing?
No.
I'm checking that.
Great.
4.
Go ahead and heal. We're then going to go to Adon after that. I'm assuming Adon's going to get up and swing at this skeleton.
Did you
Yeah.
take the blur potion from the monk, by the way?
Yeah, I took all the potions.
Blur potion.
Misses.
Okay. Adon also, I will say this because he's not you. Adon is aware if he touches them, they die.
Oh, then I shouldn't have rolled with
Right. They have 11 hit points,
shit. Sorry about that.
and they're vulnerable to bludgeoning. So it's okay. No. Adon's realizing that Silas and I've got these skeletons.
Yeah, Victoria wasn't realizing.
That's okay.
Uh,
You're doing great. It's gonna be then Gwynwyn's turn. Gwynwyn, then it's gonna be Elle.
I'm gonna make a ray of sickness attack at Jared.
Rude.
That's
cocked.
cocked.
That's super cocked.
For math 20 again.
It's gonna be a hit. I'm gonna use my reaction.
He has to make a con save, or he'll be
He's so
poisoned.
No, I'm gonna use a reaction. I'm gonna need Victoria when she gets back into the strength saving throw.
You are so rude.
Rude.
Yeah.
Can I have that reaction?
Go ahead. Tell me the number.
Only 8 points of poison damage.
Okay, and is there any status effect if this goes off?
If con save for being poisoned.
And it's half poison on that?
No, you get poisoned if you fail your con save until the end of my next turn.
Cool. Very bad. We're gonna see who that affects when Victoria gets back.
Next
In the
up.
meantime, Elilia, that's gonna be
I
your.
want to
Oh,
move away,
That way
like
or
on
this way?
the, no, on the other side of Thorn. Like,
okay.
away from the big scary boys, as far
Here?
as I can.
Oh, as far as you can.
Yeah.
You,
25.
Your fire's pretty warm. It's nice. It's winter. It's
Yeah.
winter.
Feels good.
Reminds you of the hearth and the
About as close as you can get.
That's good. Yeah.
A little too close to Flaming Spear, but
All right. Well, unfortunately, it is Jared's turn. We're gonna have to pause real quick.
We can talk about our feelings.
Yes. Let's get there's any sort of planning. I know you guys are teaming.
Did the shatter hit the fire thing at all?
No, the shadow was right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jared goes
Um,
before me.
No, I'm so sorry. I said it was gonna be your turn, and then she finished her turn.
just wanna double
No,
check.
that's perfect. Elle, go ahead for me.
The skeletons are standing on, or coming out of the grates, right?
Yes.
Why don't we just have a Dawn stand on a grate?
I need you to make me a strength saving throw, Victoria, because Jared's trying to pull you in the way of another Gwynwyn spell. Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw as you're hit with a ray of sickness.
Sorry. It's the math 1. Con save is an 18.
Okay, you passed. You're not poisoned.
I'm not
Did she take
poisoned.
any of the damage?
Yeah, she takes the damage.
I take 8.
All or half? That'd be. It's,
All the poison damage. Save or also poison because it's a spell. It's
okay,
half.
perfect. So 8 points of poison.
8 points of poison.
Okay. That is going to be Alilia's turn. You charge up, getting next to your sister in arms.
Gone.
How hurt does Jared look? Can I make a check?
I'm so sorry. I have to ask. You're fine. How hurt does Jared look? He's relatively
I
hurt.
thought it was
Yeah,
No,
it is.
it's
Oh,
Elle's
my
turn.
turn. I was just swinging at the undead, but it's Jared and he kidnapped me.
Kill
So
Jared.
I'm gonna swing at Jared first.
Okay.
Does a he's not undead. Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit.
I'm assuming lightning works on Jared.
Yes.
If it didn't, I would have something to say.
Jared's actually a demon.
It's like minimum 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. You strike. He looks at you for a second and he smirks. His face still half scorched one of your previous encounters.
Want a matching one on the other side? Swing again.
You've gotten better.
Practice math 20.
That'll hit.
12 more points.
4 points of damage. He is certainly bloodied.
Cool. Yeah, this could be it.
Striking down against Jared. That is going to be his turn. But before his turn, I'm going to go ahead and use a legendary action. And finish my task over here. I'm going to cast a spell.
Great, I can't do anything because you're visible.
I am invisible. But it's kind of a weird, it's always a weird edge case. Can you counterspell someone invisible? Do you become at the beginning or the end of it?
You always ruled that you can't.
We've always done it that you can't, even in the reverse. That I
Correct.
can't stop you guys. We've used it
Correct.
against me. So we are going to keep that here.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think it ends up being better for you.
It
if
ends
we
up
do
being
this
better
way.
for players, for sure.
So, nothing too exciting. I'm keeping it low. I'm casting, I'm going to go ahead and roll my attack roll. Natural 1 and a 20 to hit. Is Meanie, you have +2 to your AC with this cover.
Shield.
This is a ray of frost.
Oh, I'm gonna take it. No shield. I'm gonna shield.
Perfect.
Finish it.
You block through this, potentially blocking further damage, and he does become visible once more.
It's gone.
Not even with your shield cast.
Oh, I would get 2 points back. You're right.
Two more points of healing.
Yeah.
With that, we're gonna go to Jared's turn. Jared, seeing what's going on here. Yeah.
I forgot that it heals.
As a bonus action, you watch he spins his dagger in his hand, smearing a paste from one of the pouches on his hip, and is going to attempt to stab you.
You can try.
I can certainly try. Natural 1, whoo, and a 15.
Nope.
I'm gonna make my second attack at you. Wow.
Ow. That hurts. Did this every session, same.
That is a 22 to hit.
I can't do anything about that. I'll use my reaction to reduce the damage.
Okay, excellent. Make me a con save once you've done that.
So reduce it by 12. And then a con.
19 points of damage.
That's after being reduced.
No, I haven't done anything.
7, and then my con save is an 18.
An 18 is a pass. For a moment, you feel a little like you feel a rush coming over you, and you feel a little intoxicated, but you're able to fight through it. You're slightly buzzed now
Intoxicated.
as this mead blood poison courses through your veins.
Mead?
You need that.
Sounds
It
fun.
gets folks drunk. We're gonna keep on going. That is going to be the skeleton's turn. Skeleton's not doing a great job. This one over here is gonna go ahead and move up to Quinwin, try to stab her. The other one's going to go ahead and keep trying to stab Adon.
Do they have reach? Will it be 10?
No,
all
it's
of it?
it's 5 foot. Gwynwyn, that is going to be 19. Adon, that's going to be 14. Misses Adon. Gwyn, we're going to take a total of 4 points of damage and make me a concentration check. For the other undead, the Bodak are going to have some fun times.
10.
10 is a pass, but be careful.
Yeah.
On the Bodak's turn, you watch as, where the folds of their eyes were before, they just begin to open slightly. You just see like blackened marbles, polished black glass beneath, and this overwhelming feeling of dread comes over you. Additionally, actually, just kind of going with it, the dread itself, it almost feels like the room is darkening for Ismini and Ililie. You watch as Jared kind of turns over looking at them and seems kind of freaked out by whatever's going on. That is the end of their turn. It's going to be our bludgeony boys. This bludgeony boy is going to move over to Adon.
Great.
First, we're going to go ahead, swing at Silas.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to
Is he
be...
grappled?
Yes.
Yeah, you can hit their
You can attack normal. It doesn't affect attack rolls at all.
It's just
Attempting to swing down on Silas is a 15 is a miss. Attempting to swing down on Adon above a 20. Above a 20 is a hit. Hitting Adon for 14 points of damage. And then swinging at Ismini for 12 miss.
Cool.
That is going to be the end of the specialized undead here as these two activate their abilities, which we'll talk about on the relevant folks' turns. We're going to top of the round. Silas, once again, this thunderous crash. This time you're ready for it as you're able to see what happens here as some sort of explosion ripples through this side of the room here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid portions of the wall. Weird.
It's fine.
And from it, you see this massive cylinder of wood and metal, and you notice the arrowhead at the tip as a ballista bolt has shattered through the wall.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad
Moments
thing.
later, boom, boom, two more from lower in the tower. You hear the rumbling of stone. The tower is under siege.
Ooh, we
Is this good? Is this bad? We don't
Lester,
know.
when did you get access to a ballista?
I think it's just.
Can he aim
I'm pretty
fire?
sure it's Lester.
Object interaction for a turn. Can I pull out my old hammer?
Yes, you can draw your hammer. Absolutely.
I can't draw my shield too, but we'll get about that.
I know. It's so mean.
I'm assuming that you still have your sword out.
Yep.
Oh,
My spellcasting focus.
I didn't
Hit him!
I know.
Oh, you can't
I
hurt.
don't do
You
damage.
know you can't hurt these guys.
Exactly. He's still grappled.
He is still grappled. You move at half speed if you want to drag him.
I do. I'm gonna pull him a little bit closer to the one behind me, and I'm gonna use my 2 attacks to try and grapple him again.
Make an athletics check.
The first one's a 28.
Pass. You have one more attack still, but you can't really hurt these guys here.
He passed.
No, it's a success. I'm so sorry. I wasn't. I should have been more clear there.
They have
Oh no. Well, I mean, I grappled him. I'm gonna yank him away from the dawn, getting closer to the entrance.
Okay.
I can't do much against these guys but hug them.
Move them all back to the wall.
Yeah, just move a little closer to our original.
Moving them back towards the wall. That's going to be Zerathal's turn.
Can I second wind just real fast on my
Absolutely.
next turn? Yeah.
Carry them
okay.
over the flaming sphere and just.
Zerathal's going to take a few steps over. Jared hands him a small pouch. Pouch itself, I shouldn't say pouch. I guess bag is more appropriate. There's a leather strap that he's able to hook over and grab. Okay, go ahead and give a bonus action. Someone an object interaction. Oh, you want something too? Oh.
I put my hand out.
Your allowance. No. Put coppers in your hands. What are these?
I don't know what these
I
are.
don't know what these are.
Wait, these can buy bread. I know this one.
I'm gonna begin casting a spell.
May I try to identify the spell?
Yes, you may.
That is a 27.
He's casting Crown of Stars.
Counterspell.
This is a 7th level spell.
Great. So that's a 17.
The bicycle's coming out now.
We don't like that spell.
I mean, we loved it when Fiddle had it, but what is it?
25.
Okay, fuck up. You watch this for a moment. Very well. Boom, 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 boom. A collection of stars appear above his head, and for a brief moment, it looks like a pair of them begin to fire at 2 different targets before they are dismissed. Your abjuration, your stamina running at its end here as you heal a little bit for casting Counterspell. Just as a reminder that
Oh
isn't
shoot! I need to heal
Your
my.
ward.
6. You need to heal 6 more.
Yeah, I need to heal 6. So that'll.
But you're able to break the spell, and you feel for a moment you've broken an incredibly powerful form of magic.
You're relieved.
You
I just
feel a
realized
sense of
player.
determination.
How much do I heal? Is it double per spell level?
It's double the spell level, so
Yeah.
you should have healed 18 total, but over the course of time,
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go to the 8. I'm gonna go.
no, get 10.
I was at 2.
Add 10.
Okay.
We'll split the difference between 18 and some other number that makes it convenient so I can give you more health. You're fine. Mathematical. That is his action, however. As he's getting closer to you, watch as the snake-like creature opens its mouth, this little creak, and then a hissing sound from within.
Wait, my turn.
What? It's not your turn yet.
Oh.
It's Thorn and then you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're at 19.
I thought Thorn already went.
No, initiative.
As he hands this over, I went 5, 10, 15. Move a little bit further and go to Thorn. Thorn, you can now see Zerathal again, but also things are going poorly.
I'm gonna move here. Hold on. Yeah. Can I cast Fairy Fire right here?
Yes, absolutely. Dexterity saving throws from the Bodak. Fails. Zerathal, natural 20.
Damn it.
I know, I'm so sorry.
I lose my concentration anyways.
Dude, this die is awesome.
I mean, like, you have a 19 AC as a wizard. That's what's blowing my mind.
What
over
about
here.
Jared?
Right, not AC, initiative.
Or no,
Oh,
no, you're right.
yeah.
No, you're right. Jared wouldn't got hit. You okay?
No, unless you want to hit L.
The Bodak in the back though?
Yeah, I rolled one for each of the
Oh,
Bodaks.
okay.
Both of them failed.
Cool.
So both of the Bodaks are now glowing bright green.
Yeah. And I'll bonus action shove the skeleton into the flames.
Thank you.
Not appreciated. He rolled it. Go ahead and roll that damage.
For 12 points of fire damage.
12 points of fire damage.
What's that smell?
The bones shitter as it burns away. And you hear, again, Gwen, with these hushed voices from behind. You do hear the words like escape. It's like a couple of people are trying to plan how the hell to get out of here.
He's not hexed anymore, by the way, because I'm concentrating on Fairy Fire now.
Okay. I do apologize.
It's all good.
You're like, it's a first level spell. You'll deal.
Advantage, probably better.
Mathematically, you're right.
Yeah.
We're then going to continue down. It's going to be Ismini and Adon's turn. Ismini.
First thing I'm going to do is begin casting a spell.
Is it 3rd level or lower?
Yes.
All I can know is what school of magic it is.
Evocation.
Oh, what level is it? I'm so sorry.
Oh, level 1.
I'll let it go.
Great. I'm casting Burning Hand, so the Bodak, the
All-
Jared,
these
and,
3 are all going to make the saves.
their dexterity saving throws.
Jared fails. Natural 1. Natural 20 on Zerathal.
What?
The Bodak. It's a different die. The Bodak also fails.
Okay, so fire damage, saving for half. That is 12 points of fire damage. And for my bonus action, I'm going to pull out one of the shards and consume it.
Nice.
Make a con save. As you consume this, the Bodak itself taking 12 points of fire damage. You do notice the fire does not seem quite as effective as you would have expected against
I take
the Bodak.
1 level of exhaustion.
Take a level of exhaustion. You had a question?
I was just
Quinlan?
about to ask if the fire was effective against the Bodak.
Fire it's half effective. It's not as good as it should be.
Okay.
And poison. Our dear Zeri Z.
How's Jared looking?
Jared's looking genuinely hurt.
He's like,
That was the end of his meeting. Adon. When you're next.
Dawn's gonna regular attack the skeletons if we can get out of this situation.
He also could move. Cool.
Yeah, he kills it.
Cool. It explodes into a poof of dust. As he strikes it, he's got all of his movement.
He's gonna come move up to be with, I think just us over here with Al.
You want him to go flank the fleshy boy?
Well, he doesn't have a magic weapon, so he's not gonna hurt them.
He could drag it.
I
It's up to you.
that's
Where do you want him?
Literally what I've done the entire
You're
way.
controlling him.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Okay. That is going to be Gwynwyn's turn. Gwynwyn.
I'm gonna move so that way I can see. Let me see Zerathal.
Oh, rude! What did he ever do?
Lots of things.
I'm trying to save our plane.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a fireball.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
No. I'm just trying to stab him again.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna cast firebolt at him.
Yeah, go for it.
Why not?
Are you tapped out?
19. I'm pretty close to it, yeah. Well, I'm also concentrating on a spell. And
When do
most
I
of
go
my
next?
opponent's spells.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'll take the damage.
Cool. For 12 points of fire damage.
we all stare to see if it works.
Is
Take
he
a look.
undead?
It seems like it works just fine.
He's in
I would hope so. After
You could
cast Scorching Ray and Burning Hands at him.
I wasn't asked about it then, so I do apologize. When the players ask, it is very helpful, actually.
Orwin had witch powers, so maybe we can burn Zerathal at the stake.
Oh, I have the wooden stakes.
Perfect.
You can
Wait a
I
minute.
have fire.
wooden stakes.
At the end of your turn. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna summon skeletons. I'm gonna put 3 more of them on the map.
We should blow up.
I'll put one of them next to the other grade as well.
I said we should have stamped, right? So it never happened.
That is gonna be Alilier's turn.
Can I move through an enemy space?
No, unless you'd like to. You can give me an attack to try to shove them.
No.
You're like, nah. Also, reminder: you have this space here, and you have this space over here.
Well, you have advantage on them.
So remind me, the people who are glowing are one
One. So
Yeah,
the boat
just
axe.
the boat axe.
Codex. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna take my first swing.
Oh,
at
I'm so sorry. I screwed up, and so we're gonna do this at the same time. I genuinely messed
Go
up.
ahead. Go ahead.
Cool. You started your turn, and you started your turn within line of sight of the bodak.
Oh yeah.
Make me Constitution saving throws.
10.
Do not roll poorly.
10.
10.
10.
Those are both fails, but you did not fail by a considerable margin.
Same.
22 points of psychic damage to both of you.
Yikes.
Elle, are you up?
Yes.
Okay. Additionally, Ismini, I do apologize. You ended your turn within range of this. You take 5 necrotic damage. Flat. Don't worry, it's going to affect other people too.
Okay. I'm gonna take my first swing at the bodak in front of me.
Okay? You roll with advantage. 3 dice, 3 dice, 3 dice, 3 dice.
It's above a 20, but it's not a nat 20.
Okay, super hits.
Lightning does nothing.
Lightning does nothing. You're right. My apologies. I was like, oh, the
Are
Bodak
they
have
undead?
different things, huh?
Are they undead?
They are undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assumed and rolled 2d8.
These are the
admittedly.
creatures he recreated that haven't existed for a long time.
11 points of radiant damage.
11 points of radiant damage. This is to this Bodak. Okay. It's looking hurt. You've struck it.
I'll just hit it again.
It's gaping maw trying to bite at you. There's no teeth, but it's like trying to consume.
A
part of your
14.
limb. 14 just barely misses.
I rolled 3
You strike it.
dice.
That's rough.
A 3, a 4, and a 6.
Is that the
But
end
it's
of your turn?
14.
Or are you going to move? I will let you know. You take 5 damage if you were within. If you're within 30 feet in line of sight of it.
I'm not gonna move.
Okay. You take 5 points of necrotic damage, and you'll also make that save at the start of your next turn. But it's a low DC. At the end of your turn, I'm gonna use a legendary action. I'm gonna begin casting a spell.
I'm going to attempt to identify the spell with disadvantage.
Okay.
16.
16. I can tell you the level of the spell. Let me double. I believe it's a transmutation spell. It's first level spell. But you do not exceed the DC. You don't have the DC to know what the spell is. He's casting a first level transmutation.
I'm gonna let it happen.
He reaches out and places his hand on Jared. Jared, kind of, you watch as he stretches his ankles. All right. He casts Long Strider.
Ah,
Okay.
sounds familiar.
Okay,
Shouldn't have let that happen. I'm so stressed out.
that is Jared's turn.
Great. Jared. next.
I'm going to dash. Bag in hand, short sword in the other. I'm going to begin sprinting.
Cool.
Okay.
That is going to provoke from 2 people.
He's shiny too, right?
Make
He
a wisdom
is
save.
in fact shiny. Oh no.
Yeah.
Are you casting a spell?
I rolled 2 nat 20s technically.
So
Yes.
once you miss, is it?
Zerathal, identify. That is going to be 15. What is your spell level?
Cantrip.
Cantrip. I need to know what spell are you casting?
Toll the Dead.
That's fine.
Cool.
I rolled max damage.
On
Is
a
that 2 nat?
Oh, I'm
20s?
sorry.
Oh,
There's
I'm-
20s. I need to roll another d20 or another d8.
Wisdom saving throw. On Jared, fail.
24 points of damage.
So you're attacking me? Okay.
8 of that was lightning.
There's none of your allies in range. I cannot. I'm so upset. I
would've
did not
killed
write
you.
it. He can't grab allies. He can only grab hostile creatures with this.
20 necrotic damage.
20, 24.
I want to kill Jared so freaking
I'm so
bad.
excited.
We're just fry him. You rolled 11. I've never seen anyone roll above a 10 on a d12.
look, he could be.
I rolled
Until
an
now.
11 and a 9. Feels so good. He's injured, so told him that.
Yeah.
Told they soon to be.
Jared could work for us at the warehouse. You didn't have to go out like this.
I would rather fry Jared every day.
Couple things. You toll the dead, and as you do, his ringing ears, he kind of shakes his head, and as he does, blades coming up, huge cut along the side of his face, striking what looks to be through his eyebrow, cheek, as he's hobbling through, clutching his face tightly. You watch as his short sword drops to the ground. He still has a dagger on his hip, but he continues sprinting out of the way. Begin heading along.
No!
Laurentius and Gwynwy, you can literally see this. He's running on a wall, on the top of the wall. Also, you can see what looks like big old ballista bolts firing.
I hate that guy so much.
He always gets away,
He's
too.
right over, he's about here.
He's always running away. At least he can't teleport.
What's your range on that?
What did he have in his hand?
120.
He has a bag.
He's still glowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
That-
no firebolt range.
I'm out of 7th level spell slots and it kills me.
No,
meant
I get
to
7th level spell.
Skeleton's turn.
I want to murder him and bring him back to kill him again.
Adon,
I'm like cluttering up this bit.
miss. Laurentius misses. Going to the other undead, the Bodak's turn. The Bodak, seeing what's going on here, are going to continue moving forward. And are going to go ahead and each of them are going to make. We'll make our attack rolls. Let's see. Orange is his meaning.
That might be cocked.
That might be super cocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Blame her. Currently, both of these look like they're going to hit.
Why do you have tears in
Going
your
to
eyes?
shield.
It's fine.
Okay, shielding there. You block this strike, blocking quite a bit of damage. Lily, are you taking it?
She already
How
used her
much is it total?
reaction.
I already used my reaction.
You already used your. Oh, okay. It's 23.
You use your reaction.
No, I didn't counterspell. Oh, I
No,
You cast
attack.
Toll of the
Fucking
Dead.
AOO.
I took an AOO. Never mind.
We can't do anything.
Hit me, buddy.
At least you can keep the spell slot.
No, I'm dead.
7 points of damage to each of you. Some bludgeoning, some necrotic.
Exactly what you needed. To
No.
knock me
No,
out.
no,
Exactly
no.
what you needed to knock me
And
out.
she is down.
Wait, wasn't that number cocked? Weren't you at 8? Can you have a cocked whatever that is?
Excuse me.
All right.
Did you cast a transmutation spell or an abjuration spell?
Told that's necromancy.
All right. That
And a 0.
was the Bodak. We still have, however, our meaty boy and our meaty boys. Meaty boy's first going to swing down on our buddy Silas.
Should've grabbed my
18
Hits.
and a 14 misses. So one of them is going to hit.
Should've grabbed my shield with my hammer.
13, so 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit a Dawn right here. Miss. It is going to also step up and start surrounding and beating down on Dawn.
Can't even whack it.
That is the end of the round. Don't you understand? Your moral quibbles are inefficient. Doing things your way, countless could perish. There could be a threat here before my research is complete if we do it your way.
You're killing his meaning.
If you stay, your blade shall yet live.
I'm having moral qualms.
I'm gonna die with your research.
There could have been a place here for you, child. You're probably older than him, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only physically. That is
These
Silas's
young
turn.
games,
Silas,
they're ideal.
there are bad things going on here. His meanie is down, and you can see that.
I know. I'm gonna drop my grapple. Can I free drop grapples?
Yes. You just let go.
Let it get.
No.
Do you have bombs? 15 seconds.
I
no
do.
more.
I do. I'm gonna drop them, and I am gonna actually. You have a good point. The Bodex are going. Is there any way I can lob the bomb in between the three of them without hitting L or?
If you want to move here, yeah.
Yeah.
You could move him and then drop the grapple if you want to avoid the AOO.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Perfect.
Um,
I'll make my deck saves.
Yeah. The resistance.
Bodex.
Better than nothing.
The Bodex will pass.
No.
Interesting. So 13 is a fail.
Yeah.
As the grenade strikes the ground, getting ready to explode, you watch as this coiled creature unfurls, spreads its wings, and uses first legendary resistance. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Do you actually have the damage? It's on my other sheet. I'm so sorry. This is the problem with it.
I'm pretty sure it's just 1d4
1d4. That's actually.
because it's just a
Yeah.
alchemist fire.
It's just one.
1 divided by 2 divided by 2 is still 1.
Ah, that's good to know.
This Bodak is nearly dead. Anything else, Silas? That was one attack.
Yeah, no, it was one attack. I am going to continue moving forward then, even if I take an AOO.
Oh, you could have moved them, or do you want to leave them, or do you
Yeah.
want to have moved them and then dropped them?
It's half my movement.
You'd be basically out of movement at this point if you did that.
I just don't want them near Winnie. I'm going to keep pulling them.
Okay, you pulled them. This is where you let them go through the grenade. Go ahead and make your attack roll here.
At the skeleton.
Yep, spooky and scary. Cocked.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that hits with a 25.
Yes. Poof.
Cool.
Completely shattering another one of these skeletons.
Object interaction, pull out a shield.
Nope, it's an action to equip a shield.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's the big thing about shields.
Well, then I am out of options.
Silas, that is the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Grabbing whatever you can see, but can't see past your own trunk.
Why are you still talking? Has this gotten you anywhere tonight?
You're right. Perhaps I had more faith that one of you would see the light.
The one you had faith in is kind of on the ground, so the viewpoint.
He looks down, and you guys see a genuine sign, like face of sadness for a moment. She would have made an excellent peer.
Awkward.
No, that's Zerathal's turn.
Awkward.
Good thing you weren't awake to hear that.
Yeah, I know, right? My ego.
Before you do anything, Zerathal. It's a waste of talent. You said so yourself. Let her live. Not undead. Living. We'll put the blade down. Just call up your dogs. I can't make promises for the others.
Snaps his fingers, and the Bodak disable their aura abilities. What is everyone else doing?
Where's Jared?
Is there any...
Jared is sprinting that direction. I'm so baffled that Alilia is not
Is he
a quarter mile away.
You almost killed his meanie.
Is he within 120
He's never
feet?
gone down before.
He is.
Okay.
Are you continuing to fight?
Is the
I'm in so much
big,
trouble.
strong
Yes.
tendril man doing anything?
Yes, I am continuing to.
Use more
Tendons,
words.
These big guys. Do I see
The
any
Bodex.
change whatsoever? He snapped, not the Bodex, the
Oh,
thick ones.
they stopped using.
The thick ones next
Oh, they're just guys. Yeah, the big old other
I-
creatures. All of these creatures obey Zerathal.
Okay, I just want to see if there's a change there, then I'm not moving.
Are you lowering your weapon?
No, I'm attacking.
Are you lowering your
Jared.
weapon?
He's attacking, I can't do anything. I'm not going to lower my weapon now.
Are you lowering your weapon?
I'm not lowering my weapon yet.
I would've.
Seeing what's going on, are you continuing your peace moment here? Okay.
Peace.
counting on you guys.
That is Zerathal's turn. Zerathal takes a moment, is going to step over towards his meanie, and is going to make a quick medicine check. That is going to be 15 to pass. Ismini, you were stabilized.
With the flip flop.
Zerathal reaches down and just you see a pulse of white light for a brief moment as he stabilizes her. Then stands back up. The music is turned off again. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's fine. This is just intense on its own without music. We could sing.
All right.
Right? How?
I'm so,
I'm
close
so
to
baffled.
death, by the way.
This could have gone better.
That, after stabilizing her as his action, is Zerathal's turn. Thorn, you watch as Ililie surrenders. Jared running off in that direction. Battle going on here. What are you doing?
Eldritch Blast at Jared.
He's in range.
And
Get
is he
him.
still glowing?
Get him.
He is still glowing as you are still concentrating.
I'm glad he's glowing.
Wow. Does wow, it's so low. Does a 16 and a 24 hit.
Both of those hit.
Coco was lecturing me.
How dare you try to save a bad guy?
22 points of damage.
Did you get him?
I don't know.
Crack! Slam! You watch him go down like a sack of, I was gonna say sack of bricks, but you sack potatoes. You
Yeah.
don't sack bricks.
You can.
You absolutely should not
You
sack
should never do that.
What is the sack made of? We have to describe
bricks.
what the sack is made of right
Burlap.
now in
Burlap.
detail.
It is a burlap sack. They
Huh?
contain
Not allowed.
everything.
It's more bricks.
It's more brick the brick sack. Oh, she's a brick. No.
So I guess we're continuing to fight.
Jared
Yeah.
collapses on the side there. You watch as Zerathal turns and squints his eyes and then looks towards you. It does not appear that your friends are quite as aligned with you as I had expected.
Fortunately, I can't speak for them.
She did say that out loud. She did warn
He
me.
gestures to have you move behind the bodak. Do you obey?
Let me give her a potion of healing first.
You are not in a position of negotiation, Miss Arendral.
That's why I said please.
Give her a persuasion check or a deception check if this is you trying to trick me. Don't tell me.
18.
Very well. That was Thorn's turn. Is Meanie and Adon? Is
Oh,
Meanie.
I use my bonus action to get some sorcery points back.
Great. You get your sorcery points back. We try to figure out what the hell's going on. Is Meanie? you asleep. Adon gonna go ahead and swing at one of the spoops.
Yeah, Dawn's gonna swing at the skeleton.
Make your attack roll.
13.
13 is exactly the AC.
Oh goodness, thank you.
Striking down.
9 points of damage.
Oh
wait,
18.
wait, plus 4. Plus 4.
Right, and then it's doubled.
Doubled. Okay, I keep forgetting about his modifiers.
That is going to be Gwynwyn's turn. Gwynwyn, you watch Meanie is down. Lily looks like she's about to give her a potion. Lily is giving up. What are you doing?
Don't glare at me.
I am glaring at you.
There's some vibes coming from that side of the table.
I
I'll
am
say.
only giving you
Terrible
anxiety.
position.
Angry, anxious.
It starts with an A.
I don't know, Connor.
I'm just confused.
Angsty. There we go.
Never give up.
Always surrender.
No.
No.
Casting as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on L.
Okay. Healing up Lily.
11
and then
points.
11 points of healing. Gwynwyn, anything else on your turn?
No, because I'm not entirely certain what the hell we're doing.
You're also putting your weapons down.
No, my weapons are still up, but I don't know.
There's no middle ground. Are you prepared for combat or not?
Holding a spell or anything?
No. I'm not asking if you're holding a spell. If you're holding your
I still have my spell focus in my hand. I'm still
Cool.
ready.
Because basically, it's are you pointing a gun or putting your gun away?
I
Those
still have
are your options.
my weapon out.
Cool.
Want a gun?
Little drones! Okay, that is Gwynwyn's turn. It's now Ililie's turn. And what the hell are you doing?
So it's an action to give someone else a potion, right?
It is an action.
So I kneel completely down, and I lean in, and I give Isvindi the potion, and like whisper in her ear in Elvish. We're fucked.
I choose to not heal.
She doesn't even open her eyes. She's just...
I need you to fix the problem.
I need more sleep.
I need help.
5 more minutes.
You remember? You promised to always help me.
Oh, she's guilt tripping you.
Give this to Victoria.
I'm gonna die for you now.
I think you already kind of
You told me you would do it before.
I'm gonna do it again. Okay, how much do I heal?
2d4 plus 2. Go ahead and
Great
roll
at
that.
healing.
44.
My great healing potion.
Oh, 4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
Here it's death
Any
save.
D4s?
Don't worry about it.
Two.
Defense. You
Just
fell.
keep shooting it at this point.
And that's an action and a bonus action, and I was told to step behind something, so I guess I will. But, yeah.
One hit on a Dawn for 4 points of damage.
Oh my god.
The skeleton pierces a Dawn's side.
He's just.
Guys, what's happening?
I don't know anymore.
You guys have to make a decision.
Protect
Wait,
You will
his
all
meanie.
die if you don't make a decision.
We are
Wakes up.
What is
decisions made.
Yeah,
We're fighting.
Pretty sure we're
The other
kind of
decision
still
is they're fighting.
Okay, cool.
Tell me when his meanie wakes up.
Wait,
As many as awake right now.
Tell me when it's his meanie's turn.
Great. The other
I'm also
undead,
giving
I have
Philippe
2
help.
levels of exhaustion now.
other undead are moving
down.
and are going to flank right here. They do not attack.
Great.
I'm so sorry. This last one here is going to move as well and get back into position. That is Silas's turn once more. Oh, I'm so sorry. I also will go ahead and move these boyos.
Oh, how far away did you move?
I'm there.
15.
Oh no.
Oh, you could get to there in 10, actually.
What? It's okay. I'm going out in a blaze of glory. It's fine.
What? No. What
That is what you said. You said
Silas.
I'm going.
Silas, what are you doing?
I was just trying to get her to wake up.
Look.
we fight.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Apparently-
Maybe a d20 roll with advantage?
Me?
Yeah.
Good.
With advantage? It's only 9.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Look, I have seen too many people not wanting to fight, but for some reason, I don't like Zerathal, so I'm gonna spend my movement walking past them, even if it takes an AOO.
You're gonna get hit too.
I will live, maybe.
Which ones are you triggering? Which ones do you like to move? You want to move past the meaty boys, or you go? Oh, no matter what. it's
Yeah,
gonna be
no
a
matter
lot.
where I take them.
So we're gonna go this way, and you're getting to Zerathal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get like literally right here. One of those hits.
I have my shield at 19.
Oh, use your action to draw your shield and then move
Yeah.
forward. Perfect. No hits. Also a natural 1 for my count.
And let's see. It's for feeding yourself a potion bonus action.
Yep.
I need 44 plus 4.
You creepily put it at the end of your chunk.
Oh no, it's my trunk feeds myself too.
I didn't like that. Gross.
I'm so glad I'm
What are
alive
you
to cackle.
doing with the
No.
nothing?
What?
That is Zerathal's turn. Miss Callister, your ward appears to have shown interest in surrendering. He offers a hand to you to help you up.
Oh no, I'm good right where I am.
I'm giving you the I'm being forced to dance with someone I don't want to dance with eyes.
Oh sure, I'll take the offer. I'll stand up.
I'll take your reaction.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool. He helps you to. Zerathal extends a hand, helps you to his feet. As you take the hand, he smiles a little bit. And at this point, it's much more obvious to you. His eyes glow green. He's a little off and said, "Yes, we'll fix it. We'll protect the world."
Yes, we will.
This stone, ashen-faced man. There's even looking at it as he talks. There's barely any color to his tongue or gums. It's very gray. That is his turn. He doesn't seem aware of the fight going on in the bigger hallway. He's just, his piece has come. That is gonna be Thorn's turn.
Question: have any more like bolts?
Oh, it's
flying in?
constant. Shatter, shatter. The ground is feeling a little bit rough.
And what about this room? Are any of them attempting to come out, or are they just?
It does not appear that anyone has figured out how to get past the literal 10-foot sphere of fire. And I haven't been moving the right. None of you have gone over to look at that. And until you do, I'm not updating it. You don't know what's going on in there.
That's perfectly
You
fair.
literally went, I would like to block the door. You can't see in that room.
That's very fair.
No.
You dropped very bad.
No, it's still up. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna if I do take an AOL, I'll take it. I'm gonna move here.
Oh, yeah, sure. No, natural 1.
Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse.
Okay. You gonna shoot me?
I'm gonna shoot you.
You gonna shoot every time? I put on Tommy Ladrone.
Don't have
We should make time for
advantage, but I crit on 19s now.
What?
Nice.
Oh my
I
god.
crit.
Speak of the devil and you shall crit.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
He stands there kind of smiling, fiddling with a silvered ring on his finger. Just, yes, we'll have it. As the bolt strikes him in the chest.
13 plus 8, 21.
Okay.
He is past bloodied. You strike the bolt, and for a moment he turns to you. You feel that connection once more of something that lurks within both of you. Don't you see it? Something is coming. Something is coming and is going to burn everything we have ever loved. All we have to do
It's like the ants.
is work together. We can save all of them. What of Dunsmith?
Ooh, I'm pissed now.
You weren't pissed.
It is
You were
exactly
angry?
like the ant.
I'm like real mad now.
You mean from the movie?
No.
He knows
That
about
It's a
Dunsmith?
horror writing thing. Let's go.
That is Ismini and Adon's turn. Ismini Callister, you're standing at your feet. This strangely possessed man,
I'm going
confused, angry at Thorn.
gonna pat him on the shoulder, walk past Silas, to go stand on the other side of Elolier.
Here?
Yep.
I'm giving you the biggest eyes in your world.
And I'm dropping a fireball on Zerathal.
I knew you got the message.
I'm giving you
knows.
disadvantage.
No. I'm going to attempt. You're giving me
I'm
disadvantage?
giving you disadvantage.
So let me clarify what I'm rolling before you actually give me that. I'm gonna roll to identify if this is a hostile spell.
I don't want you to know that it's.
I have seven, plus 7 to this roll, okay? It is a fireball. I need to roll a DC 18 check, and I will know exactly what it is. DC 13, I know it's a 3rd level evocation. Maybe he guesses it, maybe he doesn't. I rolled this with disadvantage because I think you're an ally. This is 14. He looks over. It's still just this strange confusion in his eyes. It takes, like, it's not so much that he doesn't understand, because he's quite a talented wizard, but he truly, whatever this effect is, he believed you for a moment. And this little bit of hesitation is all you need. I'll make a dex save. That's a fail. I am gonna go ahead and use my legendary resistance.
Is it centered on Zerathal?
No,
No, it's off to the
it's so
side.
you're blowing up his entire room and all the research.
Yeah.
Hey, hit me, get the
Character
boat
growth.
Oh, wait.
Hit me, get the boat art. At least one of them.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
You hit here, you can get one of the boat X.
That way we can keep
Bodak,
at least one of the
that's a bodak.
shelves.
That is 30 points of damage.
Very neat.
What's it on the save? Half.
Half, so 15.
Cool.
DC 16.
The Bodek disintegrates. He looks over. No, you fool! And is struck by flame.
Did he fail?
He failed and used a legendary resistance, so he takes 15.
Oh, come on, bro.
The creature hurt. They damaged this mechanical serpent around him. He looks at it. Don't you see? They're just beyond the edge of our sight. coming, preparing. The storm, it's on its way. And without all of us cooperating, you will all die. We will all die.
And as a bonus action, I consume another shard.
Oh my
Oh my god!
You crush this, again absorbing this. Do you have 2 points or 3 points right now?
I had one from this and one from going down.
Okay, so you don't have disadvantage on saving throws yet.
Okay, so that is a 15 exactly.
You do not take another level, and you regain a 3rd level spell slot.
You're
As
not
you-
allowed to have more.
This fury and passion erupting from
You
him
want me to save you? Like,
as you just as you watch knocked over just these all of these elder tomes notes begin
did
burning.
olives do?
Huh?
You have
Oh
olives.
god.
I have olives.
The olives are the nicer version
Oh.
of that item.
That's the next thing I use. I'm,
I forgot about that.
I'm burning.
Yeah, I thought they were evil. Wait.
I'm gonna use
Dawn's turn.
Dawn.
Adon is gonna come up and swing at Zerathal because.
Oh, you bitch!
Not.
Yeah.
Let's come up.
Yeah.
And he has advantage.
How?
He could roll flat. He's gonna roll flat.
Dawn does not get hit by the AOO, and
That is a natural 20 for Adon swinging with his disadvantage strike with advantage.
I'm gonna add it
no.
Yes
to
way.
the list.
So
That is a
It's
D.
a natural
That is a
20.
natural
Using
20.
his heavy swing.
have we done a 16?
So advantage,
damage
disadvantage,
roll?
castle.
Oh, because he had advantage is why.
Right.
Perfect. I was like, because it's 1 in 400 chance to go
Fairy
double 20.
fire.
Yeah.
This is why. So, fun fact: while Victoria is rolling and doing math, there is a reason why I like to, if the party has allies, let them roll the dice. Is just in case they do this.
Honestly,
That's
I wish I had a character
16.
with Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire is so good.
Didn't I have a character last time?
Yeah. 300 every 31.
35 points of damage.
Oh my gosh. After a fireball, you just hit it for 30.
35.
I think he has.
I
personal
can't
issue
wait to
with-
go.
Zerathal Ilarion is on death's door. I am going to use a legendary action. I'm going to begin casting a spell.
I am going to attempt to identify.
He is casting Fireball.
I counterspell.
By the way, I'm the DM, very happy. You insolent wench! What is wrong with you?
3rd level slot.
I will end you. I will find Solstice Citadel. I will slaughter every last one of your line.
I'm casting 5 3rd level spells because of all the shards. Give me another.
I will drape the skin of your sister and wear it as a cloak.
She might like that, dude.
So would I.
This man spitting, furious, red now pushing through, red fury pushing through his gray skin. That's the end of that legendary action. We're gonna go to Quinwin's turn. Quinwin, how are you doing?
I
What
like
do you got for
moving
us?
to side of Zerathal. Just like sled over a little bit.
Coco's so concerned.
I think a
I don't
lot.
Counterspell.
Firebolt.
Counterspell.
Yeah.
He's done.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay. He has more reactions.
That legendary actions do not consume reactions.
Nice.
He hasn't been using his reactions.
Reaction, no down.
Elilie, that is your turn.
Hey.
Oh god.
The creature looks at you, hissing. This strange automaton wrapped around him. As it does, opening its mouth, you just see essence pouring out. This green fog.
So what was that about going this the summer solstice? I'm going to spin 2
I think you
AP.
fucked up, guys.
I'm going to spin 2 AP. I'm going to cast a 2nd level spell and imbue it into my weapon.
I don't have a reaction. I can't counter it.
I'm going to roll my first attack. That's definitely going to hit. I'm going to go ahead. Do you want me to just roll both?
Yeah. Are you gonna? You don't want to split up your attacks?
Is this lethal?
And a natural 20. Because I rolled a natural 20 first.
No, I'm sorry.
That's fair.
I'm gonna be a jerk
That's
DM.
fair. That's fair. Oh, I am the only the only leveled spell I have that's a spell attack, which is inflict wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I just roll all my damage?
Yes. As you strike down on Zerathal, a portion of the tower collapses and begins falling about 60 feet to the ground below. 60, 70 feet.
I do have Featherfall.
Are we gonna
And I have
jump?
one
As the
spell slot
tower
left.
begins to shatter.
Are we gonna dash and jump?
This is the right amount of dice, and this is plus 10.
Is there necrotic damage in this?
Is he resistant?
He's resistant to necrotic damage. I'm so sorry. It hasn't come up yet. I thought this was going to come up earlier.
I was so worried about
This is using
whole
his
time.
his Lord of Thrall's ability. Gives him resistance to
Here's
this.
some necrotic. Is it?
You still do damage with it?
15 halves to 7.
That's
Then 1 hit, 2 hits, extra d8 because of thing. I don't double lightning on d8s on crits, right?
Yeah, you do.
I've been underrolling my crits. Plus 10 to this.
you double everything but the modifier add, right?
Terrible.
That's how we played at our table. There are disputes about how critical hits interact with secondary dice, such as the smites. We have used them there, but it also applies against you, so I don't
fair.
mind it too much. Also, you all like to
Really
roll
bad.
lots of dice.
Right. It's a good feeling that I have
It's only
never had.
15.
Wait.
Plus 10, so it's 28. Or 25.
So you did a total of 32 points of damage. Ililia Arundel, as this man's preaching of peace, talking about how you could protect the world together, betrayed by the one who has been here for you since day one. You were born and shown to her this would be Asmini's destiny, was to protect you. What do you do to this man who said he would butcher her kin for betraying him?
I'm effective about it. I slice him in half.
Full Darth Maul.
Many stories
I have an
about
uncle.
Preferal,
I have an uncle. And a
Oh
cousin.
wait, are you doing
Are
your
you
uncle way?
bisecting?
Petra showed me once on a tree.
You
But
watch.
a human being is kind of like a tree.
How is that a thing? You never met Petra.
Fine.
But you watch,
heard of it.
hearing the legends, you invoke a little bit of someone you've heard of before.
Coolest anyone told me about.
You
Fine.
full on, you watch Ismini, you see Ililia jumps 15 feet in the air, pushes off to go even faster, and slices through Zerathal, kicking him forward, the pieces clattering to the floor,
Yum.
his spellbook knocking over to the side as the tower begins shattering, tearing itself apart as
I heal
more
7
bolts.
hit points. Hexblade's curse. Sorry.
That's okay. No, the earthquake! Earthquake!
Is
Okay.
there an emerald on the
My
ground?
moms would never let
What was
the
that?
universe
Is there an
in.
emerald blowing on the ground for?
You cut
I was
him in
gonna say,
half,
are you
so I
gonna
didn't
dig
mention this.
around?
This high-pitched ringing fills the ears of several around you, but it sounds almost harmonious
It's pretty
to one of
gross.
you.
You don't
I'll reach out
clean
and
it out.
grab it if I can.
Can you see?
Yeah.
The Bodak begins kind of. You watch as it was moving slowly before, as if something has clicked within it, begins moving much swifter, backing away rapidly, its hands touching the wall. It looks considerably more animated and less subdued.
I take a spellbook.
The skeletons are absolutely normal, but these 3 undead here fall inert. The fireball is still active. People are still freaking out within there.
Can I use the rest of my movement to start going over to the fallen shelves and I just start shoving everything into like any
God.
pocket, binder, anything. Goodwin, bag of holding. I have so much.
It is on fire content. You know that there's a chance if you do that, it will destroy the bag of holding.
I'm like shoving
Right,
it
right,
into
right.
the thing. Yeah.
Well, the tower's going down now, so we're
I'm-
being very
Hey,
careful here.
get the spellbook, get the snake.
oh,
go.
I'll take a spellbook.
And the snake.
Are you grabbing the snake? Who's grabbing the snake?
I'll grab
You're
the
right
snake.
there.
I'm right there.
Dawn is also right there. There's
Who is grabbing the snake? Make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm grabbing the emerald
Oh.
with mage hand.
No.
Striking
have
the emerald.
10.
As you're trying to reach out with your mage hand,
That's not
you're preparing to spell, knowing you're a little bit out of range, and the thing immediately begins flying towards you. You
Maybe.
catch it in your hand, and it's like it was struck. It feels like a fastball. It pushes back into you. It's so right. You're so filled with power.
What did you just do?
Nothing.
y'all have problems.
14 con save.
Mr. Thorn,
Put it in my
you
pocket.
feel like you could do that fight again.
Shit.
He had a
You were
red
filled with
I'm
energy.
gonna dash to my friends and say, gather around as I cast Featherfall on us.
Oh my god, you're going down with the ship.
Oh, cool.
14 con save.
You, feeling what's going on, you have 2 choices. Oh, well, 3 actually. You could try to head out in the direction of the wall and like it headed towards one of the walls and leap off the side and featherfall outwards, or you could try to stay in the building and featherfall. There is a roof above you.
Let's go and jump out. Yeah.
All right, you all begin sprinting past. You see the fire, Yes.
What was my save as well?
What was your
14.
result?
What happens to you?
Look, it's
Oh
fine.
no!
The worst time
the
to
Fine.
Not the book.
We are pissing off a god.
Yeah, we are.
That was
Sure.
a con save. What kind of a con save did I just fail?
Do you see the outside of that book?
I now need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Banished! Ooh, what's a 3 get me?
Nope, you're not getting a 3. Take this from me. We are
She
not allowed-
actually used one on my con save. In this
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Do you have another one for me? I'll spend my bicycle.
You dick.
Yeah.
Wait, time out. What if I have
You
a
know he
bicycle?
has a bard concept that he'll like to play. if
Okay,
someone dies.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy your
Below
bard.
10,
Yeah, it's a 3.
Oh, I don't have any bicycles.
nothing happens.
That's worse.
That's so much worse.
So much worse.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh my god.
I'm so
Oh, that's-
I'm so stupid.
so you take
But
this
I'm gonna bonus action expeditious retreat myself so I can spend more time gathering things before I leave. Because
That's
again,
absolutely fine. Elilia,
I can also cast
no,
Featherfall.
I have to ask you a question.
Yeah,
As you're going here, are you doing this for you? Are you doing this specifically for Ismini?
of course.
You can stay here longer, but it's going to burn your arms.
I'll be okay.
As Silas, you're like grabbing the wizard, dragging out, running with Gwynwyn, getting over here. Elilia grabbing as much as you can, patting it down. These burn marks begin forming over your arms as you begin doing your absolute best, getting what you can, pushing it in. Some of the flames begin scorching a bit of the outer protective layer, like because you have layers of armor. Like the outermost layers are getting some parts of it damaged and scorched. You hear shouting, Adon, turning back, looking at you, confused. Turning,
Just go
kind of,
and make sure to grab Jared's bag.
Ismini would kill me.
I'll be fine. Unless you're gonna come with me out that window.
Yeah. Okay.
You staying?
Yeah. You. Most of the Defiant Smiles sprinting out is meaning you see you got Silas on you here as you're running off to the edge. Gwynwyn, are you using Featherfall as you leap
I
down?
already casted it on all
Are
of
you
them.
going north towards the woods or south into Hollyfandra?
North towards the woods?
North towards the woods. You leap towards the woods, and you see a crowd of individuals, about 15 people, and Arcus. You're right.
I thought it was Chester.
You see, looking at the side now, 15 bolts have been fired in here, and you watch as huge pieces are falling off. It looks like it's falling inwards towards Hollyfandra as you begin descending. As the tower begins crumpling, it looks like it's like a weeks-long siege has happened here. And now that you can see the bolts up close, because we didn't really interact with them, you see that some of them are pouring out this red liquid. That is magma. There is releasing from these inner chambers is this thick, viscous, molten rock that is destabilizing
We have
the
to
entire
leave.
tower.
Why
We have to
did
leave
you
town.
do this?
We have to leave town.
No, I respect it. This is how you get something done.
Someone grabbed the bag Jared was holding, right?
No, we were all gonna.
Jared is quite a bit further down. Jared is not on the damaged part, but someone would have to go get it.
You had to go do it.
Send Arcus for it.
Send Arcus for it.
In the collapsing tower, it's you and Adon. Your friends have landed and are looking up. Yeah. He's
Still
over.
got Featherfall.
He's here. Oh. How do we get out of this?
Oh, we're just gonna jump. We'll be fine. We can double cast Featherfall.
I trust you.
Thank you.
We have to go.
Okay, we can go now. So, do you remember that tiny that tiny window?
Uh-huh.
Can we fit through it?
Roll his damage. It's a siege weapon. It's automatically double damage, Victoria.
His weapon?
Heavy swing. Can you roll his damage, please? And it's whatever you roll, his weapon is made of adamantine, so it does double whatever you
And I
tell
can
me.
I run and grab Jared's? But I'm very fast right now. I can dash as bonus
You went
action
pretty far away.
and an
You already
action.
dashed.
You want to have grabbed it with Mage Hand?
Sure.
Cool. I'm
Clolo
so
really.
worried.
This is just a meta. Clolo enjoyed it, and it's
I'm
I'm
fine.
just so worried about this bag.
Huh?
It's a purse.
So 66 points of damage.
Oh no, that was doubled.
No, it wasn't, because you can't double to 33.
Oh, I misunderstood you. I rolled the dice twice.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, 30 points of damage.
I thought you meant
Shatters
it's
the
like a
wall.
crit.
Okay, no, that's
Right.
me.
Let's go.
Yep. Ah! You push it on. Ah!
Just in case, I'm gonna add to Gwynwyn's Featherfall.
And you watch Adon
I have so
fully
many
upside down descending right near Lily.
Graceful.
Righteous.
It is righteous.
Oh god.
We did manage to. Every building we go into, we blow up.
Yeah, we kind of do.
For saying it's righteous, you get a bicycle.
It's not our fault this time. Why
As
did
you-
he do that?
As you all begin descending, landing here towards, you see Arcus here. Is everyone okay? Everyone got the right number of limbs? Everyone's doing fine? So, hey! Everyone just...
I'm burned.
We're okay-ish.
Oh my god. We'll
This is gonna really cramp my style at my next duel.
find
Also,
some-
it hurts.
Sit down. If the shock is gonna hit you in a minute, you need to be on the ground.
Sit down.
I'll sit down.
You sit down.
I'm so
You're in a
mad.
very rough spot. You can see already the blistering beginning from elbow down. What you've done is damaged yourself, but you see puffed up in her jacket is just dozens of papers, a tome, small scorched edges, and she just looks up. What do you look like at this moment?
Smaller than normal.
Arcus,
I think I got most of it. If there's anything about the false hydrate, maybe you'll let me know.
I
Or
think
don't. I don't care.
I think I got everyone out from the cells.
Was that you with the ballista?
What? No.
Who the hell
firing
with
a
the ballista?
Looking over, you see the two nearest turrets where the ballista are firing these bolts repeatedly. Crazy perception check, but if you all want to give me a shot,
Squawk.
I'm sending Squawk to one.
Victoria, roll with advantage.
Can I ask a player?
Oh, you're sending squawk? I'll tell you.
Okay.
There are people in black robes led by an individual wearing red ones.
You dumb bitch.
It appears that whoever... It appears we might be seeing more of you.
What?
As the bolts continue to rain,
So do they-
destroying the
They
tower.
go down with the ship, those guys in that room.
They're kind
You
of.
guys aren't up there, but best you can tell, you weren't sure how... Winwin was still concentrated. Is Featherfall concentration?
Nope.
Winwin, it lasts for a while. You can see the building begin to topple. If anyone's in there, they better be really strong or they're almost certainly dead. But you don't know because you didn't really look in that room.
I didn't care.
Can I ask?
Larian.
Did I feel anything when you made me make?
I'll get that name to you again.
Ionia. No,
Was that-
no, I know who it is.
Did Silas feel anything when you made him make those rolls when he touched the snake?
He coughed a bit as he breathed in green smoke, but probably nothing.
I don't notice anything then.
That book.
You're
scares
here,
me.
Arcus,
I don't know what it is.
kind of stepping aside. Like you see, that there's a group of these people, clearly prisoners in different kinds of rags, and with different like they all seem so scared. You see some familiar attire, like Sulo. You see a collection of people wearing O'Brien's steel sort of uniforms. These the pale green patches on one of their shoulder, just indicating where they worked. You see what looks to be a group of sailors. There are a number of younger individuals, probably somewhere between the ages of 16 and 22. They look a little bit just poorer in their method of dress. All of them tattered, quite injured. That would have been so hard if I had had to do that alone. I thank you all. We gotta get out of here soon, but
We need to go.
we did what we needed.
We just let him bezzle off.
The guards,
out in the city.
the guards are already aware of what's going on. They're on the Hollyfandrin side. I had some more of the people that I let out over there. We should go.
To the ground.
Yeah.
You never saw us. Just letting the ground know. Throwing gold at the ground.
You want to just throw coin?
I'm grabbing 25.
You saw nothing.
I say you saw nothing.
There's also
and
a
cast
thick layer of like dust that has been risen up in the air.
darkness.
You would know that you guys are somewhat obscured by the fact that there's dust that has been knocked down. You've knocked down a massive tower. Many tons of this have been destroyed, and the smoke and the sulfurous fumes from the magma being erupted in lava now flowing here. This molten wreckage as the wall on either side begins sinking slightly. So you ruined this structure. Well, someone has.
Yeah. You know, I still
Contributed.
feel like a Loxodon falling from the sky might be memorable. So.
Right. You're the most identifiable person here.
It was General Bailey doing it.
Yes, General Bailey falling from the sky.
We
It's
will.
heroics.
I think we need to chill and not take any contracts for a little while.
Yeah, let's go.
Can
you know,
we
maybe we
leave,
should leave town
please?
for a bit. Maybe go on vacation. I hear it's
Let's
all good
leave.
this time of
Yeah,
year.
for sure.
Go.
We're gonna if you're okay with it, we're gonna do a little bit of a jump, a little bit of a cutaway here. As from where we are now and when we get back next week, we're gonna be doing a little bit of downtime here. It's 10:30, so we are coming right here towards the end of the session. Rushing, getting back. As you were trying to head out of that the outer part of Tayrilla, passing by the Behringer Manor, having to sneak your way past a collection of these guards. Ha ha ha! I have deceived you once more. It is I, the Lionheart. Dives down, begins engaging a group of guards, absolutely just dancing. You see he's got what looks to be this long wooden spatula. It looks like it's a baker's rod for one of those deeper ovens, and is spanking guards as he's getting past them, doing his best, sort of dancing around them. As you slip by unawares, eventually getting into this really nice, looks like an abandoned home. Or it appears to be an abandoned home, but it's very nice and Hollyphandra that you're able to kind of duck in here. You get your bearings, and over the course of the day, you're able to get some rest, and more importantly, make your way at long last back home. Let me go ahead.
How's your baby?
I totally forgot about Ronor. I'm like,
He's been eating
what?
He ate a chunk of tower. He did eat a full-on rock about this big.
Cool.
He
Should have
didn't
used
eat
him
him.
as a shield.
What do you think I did for after
Fireball
fight?
shield.
Oh wait, that would have been.
That's how we
smart.
discover his
Can I
resistance to
take-
fire. I feel like he is.
He's immune to fire. He stood in the fireplace last
Oh
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Just
covered in
use
burns.
it.
Shoot, I don't know what's happening.
You are.
Delirious.
I'm delirious.
No, you are unconscious.
Okay, I'm unconscious. Can someone
Like, you're
carry
in and
me?
out. Like you're able to engage in the role play, but it's truly you're in and out. What they're doing, Adon is doing his best. He's working with Gwynwyn, I assume, because I
Yeah.
think is anyone here more proficient with healing than Gwynwyn?
No.
Wait,
Gwen was actually very bad at healing, but she knows how to use alchemy to heal.
I will continue my tradition of what happens every time anything bad happens to me.
It's
I
for
will
everything.
throw up, but this time I'm definitely making sure it's on Lionheart's shoes.
You do not see the Lionheart.
Fine, I'll settle for.
Thorn shoes.
Arcus is here. Arcus is unmasked near Adon.
I will throw up on Arcus's shoes.
She does that, unfortunately.
He does have quite a bit of medical treatment here. He has some wolf swill to try to begin healing you, keeping you away from dying due to the large portion of your body with burns. But the scarring is intense, Ililier. What you have here, parts of your skin are more of this almost maroonish, gray-pink, deep scarring.
Do we have any wolf swill left?
Pour some
That's what
flour
he's
on
using. You'd need higher tier magic to get rid of scarring or replace body parts.
Get
I
some
have that.
tattoo sleeves. They'll cover it up.
That
Look
was
great.
I'm just over
Is
here.
he dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was dissected.
Yeah.
I cut him in half.
it. We got this thing from it. Just swinging the
Horrible.
Chester looks at you.
around.
Badass.
Yeah.
We have a lot of money. As like whenever Elle's kind of not with him, just like we have a lot of money. We're gonna pay for healing for Elle.
Yeah.
I believe we can get you in touch with a contact, though it will take a bit of time to arrange a clandestine meeting. Would that be all right?
Absolutely.
We could always go.
I will speak with the Lionheart.
Okay. You're unconscious for this.
You're
I'm
in and out.
intentionally doing it while you're unconscious because you argue.
Every time.
Zerathal had a wanted poster up for him, didn't he? There was a bounty on his head, wasn't
What
there?
are we gonna turn in?
Yeah,
Cut him in
nah,
half.
let's
Just
not
one in
even
the
put
tower.
ourselves anywhere near
Right.
this.
Here's the thing, right? In another party, we would all be really sad because we wouldn't get any of the fame or glory for killing him.
Right.
No, I'm definitely sad about.
I mean,
all of this.
other than you and Elle.
Just tell Christine Cooper we did it, and she'll publish it.
No publicity, please.
I'm unconscious. I'm not saying anything.
You all
Sorry.
Go home.
begin a bit of downtime. Now, it sounded like there was a suggestion that maybe there's a little less work that goes on during this period, or any work that happens maybe a little less dangerous.
I think we just take some, like, lost cat contracts or
this
something.
is our beach
I
vacation
can't-
episode.
I can't do any smithing.
No,
I can't do any duels.
Well, I guess I'll just
Ilier,
have to work
you're
double shifts
in
then.
bed for the next couple of weeks.
I hate this.
Did you want
I
this?
tried to run a 5K at least 3 times during this.
Is Meanie.
We got two.
We're gonna talk about the downtime quite a bit more between the sessions, and then during the next session we'll actually get to do some of that role play after you've let me know what you're wanting to do. But relatively early on, an older woman arrives at the edge of the warehouse as you're in the courtyard and asks to speak with you. You've seen her before briefly, hanging around outside the Daring Duelist after Ililie's training sessions. I've come here to ask, is the Mad Magus alive?
Alive, but pretty banged up.
Is there anything that she requires?
She has some pretty intense scarring. She's very badly burned.
But she'll live.
She'll live.
Very well. I was not here. Good day, Lady Callister.
I give a nice bow. This feels like a person you bow to.
This very plainly dressed old woman turns, and as she walks away, you notice there's no bob to her head as she walks through the relatively downtrodden streets, poorly maintained streets of the Barrows, heading back somewhere.
Yeah, that's somebody you bow to for sure. I did the right thing.
But your downtime begins. Despite a crazy plan by Ililie and Ismini of, oh, we give up. Psych, fireball, bitch! Very proud, very immensely proud of all of you, and am also very appreciative of all of you who've joined us for tonight's adventure. We've been waiting for the death of Zerathal since session 4?
I found in my notes, apparently the bounty was 25k alive for him and 10k dead.
10k gold?
Yeah.
I think it's best that we not pay attention to that.
Yes, if you'd like to go and try to claim the bounty, you will need to provide evidence of it and associate yourself with the...
Destruction of the tower.
Yeah, you may need to
What about a
explain some
spellbook? Snake and spellbook.
However, making the decision of whether or not you're revealed is something you'll be doing between sessions, and we'll talk about it next time on Stories to D4.
Fair.
We're gonna have downtime, a little bit of a lighthearted, and then when we come back after that session, a brand new adventure awaits the Defiant Smiles.
We still have to find the murderer. Or the paintings.
Who has been creating those arcane paintings? Who destroyed the Tower of Zerathal? And what awaits you when summer returns at last?
Never good things.
What? I like summer.
We've been Stories to D4. These have been my incredible players, and you've been a wonderful audience. We appreciate your time. We love that you're here. You're looking great. Seriously, everything you're doing, it's doing exactly as it needs to be doing. We appreciate it, and we hope we'll see you next Friday for Stories to D4. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.